Okay, so for those watching the VOD, I am not going to do a recap. Just check the last video for that recap. Everyone else here, everyone else in the party knows what's going on. We're just going to jump right back into the thick of battle here against the Greenskins. Alright. Does everyone know what you were doing last time?
No. I left early, remember?
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so we're just going to switch back over and we can continue on with the initiative once I start up the ambulance. Alright, so let's start off with the Dunish War Priests. What are they doing here? I believe you are controlling them, Avon, since Atlas isn't here.
Alright. Oh shit, I have access to this stuff too. Hold on. I need to figure shit out real quick. Where is this vehicle? What can we do? So I need to make sure we're not... Okay. Alright, the War Priests are going to... One, everybody within 100 feet of him gets healed for a bunch, but I think nobody's technically been injured yet, so that's good. And then the War Priests are going to spend an action to cast Bless on...
That's what
Cool. Gonna cast it on the Steam Weedle Archers because they seem to be the ones that have the least capability of hitting amidst all the other people.
Yep.
So they are currently blessed. And I think that is going to be... Was their action? Yeah, I think that's going to be the end of their turn, and it does not recharge. Cool.
Okay. So next up, the Hill Giant's turn.
My turn order's empty.
Oh,
Does everybody else have a turn order?
Mine's full.
I do.
Okay, I'll just restart.
Okay, so the Hill Giant is going to thunder its way over this direction, full sprint. You can see it's carrying a number of large boulders under its arm. Liska, as you're looking on towards this direction from where you were last time. Sorry, this direction. You see a number of individuals, a large regiment of creatures coming to view from around the corner of the base of the mountain here. Let's see, that'll be the Hill Giant's turn. The Iron Guard Warriors. Bronco.
Oh.
Right, well... There's not really anything they can do right now. Let's see, what's the... Let's check something. What was the range of their ranged weapon? Short bow, 100 feet. 100, 200. I think that's too far, yeah. I guess they can't really do anything right now. Kind of just gonna stand their ground. I'm gonna do like a
Dodge action.
yeah. Yeah, just gonna do a dodge action.
Alright.
Okay, so we know that there's a group of people down there. Okay.
You hear the rumbling war horn bellow out throughout the valley. You see the large, looks like the large signal tower that you saw last session. You watch as all four of its sail-like arms kind of reach up in this sort of cross pattern. There's no one do anything in range just yet. Actually, double check that. Ah, yes, okay. You watch as this hill giant here seems to see that signal and uses its full movement speed to move up in this direction. Liska.
Alrighty then. Let's see, how do we want to do this? We're doing that. Let's do it. Liska's going to see the encroaching hill giant. Be like, yo, this kind of sucks. We should do something about it. And then she's going to. I have her character sheet. Where'd she go? Yeah, and then she's going to start moving down towards Vellum and the approaching hill giants and take a dodge action. That's what you dodging. You dodging.
Dojin. Alright then, next up, the crossbowman.
Eat crossbow boys.
Yeah, what you doing?
Alrighty, these ones down here. But before I continue, where do we measure from on these guys? Is it from like nearest corner or?
It's long ways. We'll say from here, this corner, or this corner.
Basically, don't use the circle, use the units themselves.
Yeah, this corner.
So like thusly, or?
Yeah, either of these two corners should be fine.
Okay. Well, these
Squares
boys
rather.
are gonna.
So positioning's important.
Okay, so they cannot fire on anything just yet. Sorry, this is literally my first time looking at all these enemy positions, so I'm sort of taking my time with it. Did this hill giant just move, or was he always there?
He looked up at the signal tower and moved forward his movement speed.
Where from?
From here.
Okay, so he's got a good click. Okay. Hill giants are the biggest problem. The ogres can probably be dealt with. So also remember, I think we have like traps over there or some shit. Readying an action to shoot at this hill giant when he comes into the regular range.
Okay then.
So the crossbowman's range is 400, so once he reaches that, then they fire with their best possible shot.
Okay.
And these boys up here, last session, did these ogres move? Or have they just existed there since time immemorial?
They
I don't know if they've had their time yet.
Yeah, they moved from the forest.
In
Yeah, I
like
think
2
we
turns?
literally-
Or-
Yeah, 2 turns.
Okay, so I'm gonna start heading this way. So may as well take the chance to fire on them now. Because yeah, 2 attacks now beats 1 attack at good range later. It's basically the same thing. So they're gonna shoot. It's 9 and 7, so they just whiff on
Yep.
those augurs.
Both those miss.
And I'm gonna rotate them a bit. Oh, they already rotated. Good, excellent. They're where I want them to be. Alrighty, that's them.
All right, Cyan. You are currently with the cannoneers.
Yes. First and foremost, I'm gonna do a double check on range. They're just on range. I'm gonna prepare an action so that once they move within 300 feet of
Okay.
me, I will take a shot at it with the rifle.
All right.
And
These 2 archers units up here, they're just going to hold an action to move with the front line. Let's see. There's no other archers from what I can see. Yeah, they're just going to keep behind the front line. Alright, the ogres. Having just reeling from the so this was a spirit guardians, yeah?
this is where we need Atlas.
Yes, those are spirit guardians. So their movement's halved at this moment, and they take 2, 3, 8. Ooh, 11 radiant damage.
Good lord.
Just existing right now.
You watch another one of these ogres is just engulfed in radiant fire, collapses down dead. They are at half movement. Going to use the sprinting to do full. Let's see. It's there. Come on. There we go. Okay, so 40 feet of movement halved. 800 with dashing halved to 400. They start stumbling their way forward. These ogres are going to do their full let's see, 40 feet of movement.
I feel like the first ogre should have gone that way. Just saying.
Sorry?
Oh, I was I was just joking that I feel like the first ogres should have gone that way. You know, meet up with their buds and then attack the golem. But I'll see how it is.
What's the range on that? Right, 200. Okay, there we go. You know what? Fuck it. Javelins towards the runic golem. So you watch as these ogres unsheathe these nasty kind of rusted, gnarled javelins from their backs and just start hucking them towards the runic golem. 14 and a 24.
That's all you said.
Yep, so you.
You're muted.
Yeah, only the 24 hits.
Okay, so That is 17 points of piercing damage.
Right.
If they've got any resistances, make sure to count that in.
I'm double checking it at the moment. Are they magical weapons?
They are not.
Alright. How much damage did you say it was?
17.
17, that is half.
8.
Or
8.
8. 8 damage.
Big old contingent of ogres.
These ogres are going to move forward and going to look at the Iron Guard warriors and start hucking their javelins as well.
Come the fuck on. They're barely within range.
So, 2 javelin attacks. Okay, that was first one's a natural 20 for a 28. Second one is 11.
You
At
go.
least it wasn't the Helmsworth warriors.
Nope.
Gromka.
Oh, which was it? Iron Guard?
Yep, Iron Guard warriors.
Alright, let's see.
They have 18 AC.
They do. So they, well, I mean, and that 20 hits.
Yep. Okay, so total of that, so max the first one, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 20 and an additional 9. So 29 total.
Right, how do I change the AP on these guys? Or like the HP rather?
You just select the token and just detract the total from the red bar. Just how you would normally do on your character. Just select the token.
And they should also
Right, I'll select the token.
Yes.
should also be swarm, so that's usually resistant damage anyway.
Oh, yeah. Right, so how much damage was it?
29 total. 29 piercing.
14.
9 piercing. Let's see, did they have any sort of... Did they have resistance to piercing?
Yep.
So then it's halved, so 29 halved.
14.
14. So it's 186 HP left. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Whenever I take damage, I just go into my actual character sheet to change HP, and you can't do that.
It's much quicker to just to select the token.
Yeah, I mean,
Right. The gobos. So, having no idea that there's even a trap there, this first set of goblins are going to start sprinting, and inevitably they do trigger this trap here.
Right. So that's
Is that one of the
Another-
boom ones?
no, not one of the boom ones, sadly. It's just
Oh,
one of
very
the.
good.
So they take 8 radiant damage, and their movement is suddenly halved.
Alright, they need to make a wisdom save.
Yep.
Right.
Against Iron Rooms, which I think is 18.
That is a 9.
seven?
They
Alright.
fail.
Regardless, they take full damage.
Nice. And they remain there. Yep.
I mean, their movement's halved. It depends on
Okay.
how much movement they've done. Because I think they were just right there, weren't they?
So they were there. That's we'll say 100. Then half movement after that. Another 100 there. There we go. That's as far as I can really get. And then we'll say dash. Halved movement to 30.
You have 600 movement?
No, sorry, 300 movement, rather. My bad.
Which I think would still round up, right? So it'd still be 200?
Yeah.
Like, because 300 halved is 150 and we're rounding up on hundreds.
Yeah. So, we'll just say...
We're still parsing it out.
Yeah. Work in progress. We'll just stick them there.
Okay.
No boom?
Okay, so these goblins, at half movements, having just triggered this trap over here.
Yes, and they need to make a wisdom save.
I think they already did that last turn.
Well, every turn they
every
have to,
turn.
because if you start your turn, if you enter or start your turn there, you have to make a wisdom save, or your movement's halved, and you
that
take.
is 18 points. 18 wisdom save.
I think that makes it, because I don't know Arngrim's DC.
I
head.
had given you access to a sheet just in case.
Oh, did you? I don't think it's higher than 18. Let's check. Yeah, 18.
Okay,
So
so
you make it.
just narrowly saves. And that's
So they still take 4 damage though.
okay.
Radiant damage.
Yeah, not half movement.
That is correct. Give me a second. Because Spear Guardians is awesome for multiple reasons.
And once these are triggered, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, their movement's halved as long as they're like been affected by it. So yeah, their movement's halved.
Okay, so
You save against the damage. You don't save against the speed.
So 300 feet of movement. And we'll get rid of those. Those have been triggered. Meanwhile, this regiment of goblins is going to start moving this way to follow their comrades. Let's see, the hobgoblins. Oh, yes, they all need to start moving as well. Up here. So 600 feet of movement.
Them some speedy boys.
They're dashing.
They're speedy.
And we'll just stick these guys over here as well. Dashing.
Dashing through the field.
I'm just waiting for the big boom.
It's gonna be nice.
The earth shadowing kaboom.
You can see all across the field now here, you can see regiments starting to fall in lines, falling into battle positions. Alright, the cannoneers. So?
Alright. This is where I hate the fact that I can't move my guys into a better position to hit, because guess fucking what? Out of range. Out of range.
I mean, it's better than being on the wrong side of the river.
Is their long range literally 200?
No, I'm talking about out of range for normal.
Well, they can they can still attack.
Yeah, they get multi-attack, don't they?
You have to shoot with disadvantage, but whatever.
I mean, either that or they'll just run up on your runic golem and smash it a bit. Worth at least taking a shot.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, attacking at disadvantage is a whole lot more better than not attacking at all.
I'm gonna plunk some into these people.
Alright.
And this just double check. I've set it to public. Yeah. Shit.
19 does hit.
And it is 24 bludgeoning and 4 fire.
Nice. Good lord.
Those double 8s on the roll.
God damn.
King Khazad Runemaker sort of lifts up his head. Hold! Fire! And there is a deafening cacophony of cannon fire as cannonballs go flying across the fields towards the ogres.
Like the old musket days, mostly psychological warfare.
Yeah. And it takes out two of these oncoming charging ogres. All right, the runic golem.
I want to intercede and say, with that brilliant display, Khazad's going to use a legendary action
There you go.
to say, "Reload, fire again!" And the cannoneers get to fire one more time
There you
with
go.
advantage.
That's using it appropriately.
So it'd be 19.
So
Hey.
yeah, there you go. 19 that hits again.
For a 16 bludgeoning and 7 fire.
The ogres, they're looking battered. They're looking hurt, but still powering through.
Getting shredded. Ooh-ah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, which one are you shooting at?
These guys.
Oh, okay. I just didn't see their like color change.
Oh, it changed.
Very
but,
slight thing.
But very, very slight.
Oh yeah, I guess it is slightly
Yeah.
more yellow.
Pretty beefy.
Yeah.
Right. So what's the runic golem doing?
The runic golem. It's not gonna sit idle, because where's the fun of that? No, it's gonna move to meet the ogres. Now that the cannons have properly given them a battering.
So remember, you got to be range 0 to actually hit them with melee.
Right. But I'm gonna make 2 slam attacks.
All right.
And
Oh, that crit.
Oh.
and
Both of those hit.
all right, you take somewhere along the lines of 41 damage.
So it's 22d8. Oh, you almost rolled max on that roll to begin with, so... let's see, so that's 26. 29 plus... Yeah, 43.
Good lord. In fact, I'll say that unit gets it's demoralized by 1 rank.
Yeah.
Eat dwarven engineering.
There we go. Yeah, this runic golem just charges up the hill and just starts clobbering them with quaking fists. Clang! Thud! Just these localized shockwaves throughout this area.
And that is the end of that turn.
Alright. Next up, the Mountain Guard.
Before that, legendary action.
Alright.
Fire again! So,
Just keep shooting them!
just keep shooting! You're
Did not
doing
tell-
well!
Did not tell you to stop!
Alright,
Fire, you lily liver the butters!
who's shooting again?
The cannoneers!
Alright.
And they have
Normal
advantage on
distance,
this.
your advantage.
Yeah, so it's just a flat roll for them.
Cannons!
No!
Sucks to be these fuckers.
Yeah, this is good because we need as much of that cleared as possible.
That is
That
20
hits.
bludgeoning,
Yep.
7 fire.
20 bludgeoning, 7 fire. The fire isn't affected by the storm damage,
Indeed.
True.
which is the good thing. These ogres are like, fuck! Golem and fucking cannons! fuck me. All right. Okay. With that done, the mountain guard is again just going to do the dodge action. They have no ranged, so they're just there to prevent stuff from crossing over. And then, as he's wont to do, as this last legendary action at the end of the mountain guard's turn, fire one last time.
Am I having to roll again?
Yep.
That's what Command Ally does.
Oh, look at that damage. Sexy.
Alright. 28 bludgeoning and 8 fire.
Nice.
Imagine these poor cannoneers just stumbling over themselves, tossing cannonballs to each other.
Yeah.
Like, come on, before King beats us, come on!
I don't care if my beard on fire, shoot!
At the end
Maybe
of
I-
the mountain guard's turn, you hear the horn bellow out throughout the valley. You see as the signal tower orients its sails into a V-like formation, and the ogres get an attack on the runic golem.
Fucking hit me.
Legendary action.
So for a 13.
No.
All right. The enormous kind of staggered, gnarled-looking great clubs just clank off the stone of the runic golem.
Oh, I wish this fucking thing could speak.
Right, the Iron God Ram Riders.
All right, the Iron Guard Ram Riders are going to have some fun. Now that the riders are so close and away from their encroaching allies, they're going to be like, let's have fun. And so this one is going to go 100 feet here.
You've just been waiting for this.
Oh yeah. And then they're gonna wheel about and then charge straight into him 200 feet.
All right. So dexterity save.
Can you Tokyo drift with a goat?
Maybe.
Apparently.
Let's find out.
No, this is it's not a dex save. They're just gonna attack. So
right, okay.
they're gonna use their ram attack. Hopefully this hits. 18.
18 does hit.
All right. So they, with their ram attack, deal 64 plus 4. But because they were charging, they do another 4d4 on top of it. So that's 10d4 plus 4.
So just give me the total damage of that.
Okay. 29.
So that's 14.
And then these ram riders, whoop, we're gonna do
Same thing.
the same exact thing. So now one.
That
Satans.
misses. The first unit of ram riders. There is this clashing of metal, flesh, and steel as warg jumping towards Ram. Ram just barreling through the wargs. It is a massacre.
And then they're going to, because they have still movement, they're going to wheel about and prepare for some more.
All right.
And that is the end of their turn.
Okay. At the end of the Ram Rider's turn, the horn bellows out once more. The signal tower reorients itself into an X shape. The ogres get one attack on the runic golem for 26. I imagine 26.
Pretty sure that hits.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 26 hits the runic golem.
Sorry, I missed you said runic golem, but yeah, 26 does hit.
Alright, so the runic golem takes 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Takes 10.
Yep. And that's going to be that. Vellum.
Right. On the off chance those ogres decide to ignore the old golem. Gonna saunter my ass over this way. And okay, so the ogres have ranged attacks. That's a concern. So I'm just double checking something.
That are you technically?
It would behoove me to take the dodge action, just in case. I feel like they're gonna prioritize the crossbowman one half-orky boy. Either way, bonus action sword into existence, and I'm gonna sort of, in a mild semi-sheltering behind shields, semi-prayer motion.
Right.
Just take a knee, stick that sword in the ground, and wait for my window, because I am not going on that side of the river just yet.
Okay.
That will essentially be my turn. Move, blade, dodge.
Alright. At the end of your turn, one final legendary action. The horn bellows out. The signal tower orients itself, and once more the ogres get an attack on the golem. Or 17. Sayun?
What?
Lucky. Need to pay attention, man. The golem's getting attacked again.
Yep.
Alright.
17.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Badly.
You take 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
11.
Alright. And that's all the legendary actions of the signal tower. Next up is King Khazad Runemaker.
He is going to... What is the cannoneer's range? They're normal and they're long?
Long range is 800.
And they're normal?
400.
Okay. King Khazad Runemaker is going to be like, I like seeing what you're doing. Let's keep it going. And he's going to mutter something in Dwarvish, lift up his big old hammer, and the giant rune appears above the cannoneers. It glows for a second, and then they now have Rune of Eagle's Eye. Their normal and long range increased by 200. So those ogres are now within their normal range.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
That actually means if I wanted to long range something, guess what?
Alright, and then... Okay, if that's his action, because nothing's within range for him to fuck up regardless. So, yeah, that's going to be the end of his turn.
Okay then. Next up is Angrim. I believe he's currently inside of the steam hammer.
That is correct.
Just there.
There it is. Okay, so... I don't think... What's happening? Let's go check something real quick. Oh. So, well, that answers my question. Cool. Ignore that. So, I think just due to the nature of the steam hammer and the fact that his big old gun requires his priestly shit, I think the most he can really do is just kind of sit there and be happy. Just kind of just wait in anticipation.
Yeah.
I have a question. Where was Sal's little defense turret situated? Was it on top of the priests?
No, it cannot reach that far because it does have to be within a certain range of me.
Oh, okay.
but it is up around where the cannoneers and herself are.
Gotcha. Okay.
I am just gonna pull it up real quick because the Eldritch Cannon does specify that you cannot move if it's too far away from you. Yeah, it has to be within 60 feet of me if I want to use it.
Alright. Gotcha. Cool. Then, yeah, that's gonna be... Iron's just gonna take the Doge action. And I'll set that up as... Yeah. Boom. Doge. And that's his turn. And then at the end of his turn... Fire! So the cannoneers can fire again. With advantage.
Oh yeah. We're just gonna say pummel the ogres that are hammering at the golem. My dude?
Yeah, it's whatever you want. You get the attack.
Alright then. At advantage and
21. Yep.
for 18 bludgeoning and 6 fire on the group that is harassing the golem.
Alright. They're looking very beaten up. Not looking good.
I mean, when you're faced with a creature that is, no kidding, a huge construct and getting pummeled by, cannonballs, it's not your day.
The Warg Riders are going to turn tail and start fleeing back towards the rest of their regiment.
Walk 'em. Do they provoke from the Ram Rider?
They do not.
Ooh.
Right, so they were there. So full 1,000 feet, movement speed, sprinting.
So are they technically at -4 morale?
That
Or is this just strategic repositioning?
it seems to be a strategic reposition.
Gotcha. Gotta make sure.
The Helmsworth Warriors.
Who's in control of them again?
I think it's me.
Grunko or myself?
I
Yeah.
think it's Gunky.
Oh wait,
Maybe
actually,
defend.
sorry. At the end of at the start of Initiative 20, the horn billows out again, and you see Liska towards the southeast. From amidst the fog, you can see approaching a large series of small regiments.
Southwest, you mean?
Southwest.
Oh no. Catapulters. And some hobos.
Now it's the Helmsworth Warriors' turn.
Okay.
Right. Well, again, not really much to do. They can, I think, shoot at the ogres over there because they have heavy crossbows. Range at 100 to 400 feet. A little bit weird, but let's just see, that's within long range. So it's let's see, disadvantage, right?
Disadvantage.
Could always just keep defending.
Yeah, but I don't think there's anything gonna come for a little while.
That's fair.
I think that misses.
9 does miss.
Let's see, did they get multi-attack? I think they...
Not for the crossbows, just with
No.
melee.
Yeah. Okay, well. That's it.
All right. At the end of the warrior's turn, once more the horn bellows out, and the ogres here get to attack with their javelins towards the Iron Guard warriors. Let's see, with advantage for 18. I believe that just meets their AC.
It's you, Grunka.
Yeah.
So for 12 points of piercing damage
12 piercing, so that's halved.
to 6.
Yeah, was it the Hound first, you said?
Iron Guard Warriors.
Iron Guard
Ah,
Warriors.
Iron Guard again, okay. Let's see. How much damage did you say?
12 points of piercing damage, halved to 6.
Would... I doubt it would, but would 11 have hit the ogres?
11 would have hit the ogres, yes.
Okay, well
Right.
since we all have a +2 to our attacks.
Oh yeah,
Yep,
take damage.
yep. Gee, you
Gotta
gotta
remember
remember that.
Right, so they take 9. Halved,
Oh.
I guess.
Alright.
Right, so these take 6 damage. Oh, gotta press enter. Here we go.
You can just hit type minus the damage you took and it will automatically calculate for you.
Where?
On the token HP, if you click the number.
The
of
red
your-
number, yeah?
Yeah. And then type in minus however much damage you took.
A minus symbol, specifically. Like minus 20 and then hit enter and it'll automatically do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So the archers.
Alright, at the end of the turn, King Kazan's like, he's gonna be like, Cannoneers, fire again.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, motherfuckers.
Oh no, it's gotten sudden.
Then- Still an advantage.
Yep, every time he says to do it, they have advantage.
So with
Yep.
the +2, that's an 18 for 28 bludgeoning and 6 fire.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes to these fucks down here. Because the more I can whittle them down, the sooner I can get the golem out, so he can block more.
Right. Steep Regal archers. What are they doing?
Yeah, check speed. Alright, so. Alright, the Steam Wheel Archers, upon seeing the Goblin Ward disappear, are going to move. Ooh, 2, 3. Sweet. Yeah. They're going to attack. They're going to attack those ogres.
Alright.
And they are going to make 1 and 2. I'm assuming both of those hit.
Yep, both of those hit.
Okay. And then,
Total of 19.
well, hold on. Is it 27.
27.
Archer's Eye.
So 13.
Yep.
Nice. The ogres subjected to a hail of arrows from your very well trained stream middle archers. Grunka.
And then, yeah. At the end of the Cannoneers get their attack again.
Okay.
Let's get it out.
Yeah, these cannons are red hot by now.
Okay. They're like super thick.
Cannoneers are pretty exhausted.
Hey,
Should do.
for king and country.
Yeah. We should do it, Grunka.
Weren't they gonna fire again?
Yeah, I'm waiting on the Cannoneers to fire.
Lucky. Yeah.
I'm having to close and reopen this sheet. I'm just gonna keep it open from now on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Might as
double
well.
click on top of it and minimizes it, so.
I know, that's what I'm doing, but my answer is a bit slow.
Alright.
So,
Another hail of cannon fire. These ogres are looking pretty battered.
Good.
Imagine not having 5 seconds to breathe before another cannon volley comes.
This is war! No breathing allowed in war. You steal the breath of your enemies.
Alright, go.
Mouth to mouth, I assume.
Indeed.
Yeah. Alright, now it's my turn.
Yes.
I guess I'm just gonna like go back here
Okay.
and wait. Probably gonna bring out my my fire spear again and my shield, and I'm just gonna dodge.
Alright.
Dudge.
Right there, the Dunish War Priests.
Alright.
Heal, I guess.
Yeah, okay, so everybody around him heals for 4. That's a very low roll on that.
So,
And then are you sure about that, Cat?
war cats.
War
General
Cat.
Kess.
Catafall.
And I
Absence here.
And I think that's really kind of all they can do at this moment. Yeah, that was a low roll on that 2d8. And
Yeah.
that's gonna be it. They're gonna...
Alright.
I know they can't dash, they're just gonna chill.
Okay. At the end of their turn, the horn rumbles out, and the ogre's going to get another hit in on the golem with advantage. Let's see. Multi-attack meter on that. Great clubs times 2, 22 and 26.
Wait, they get to attack twice on a reaction?
No, wait, sorry, no. I fucked up there. So attacking once, my bad. So 22 to hit. Ducky?
Sounds like it is.
Who are you attacking again?
The golem!
If it's above a 15, it'll hit.
Okay, so 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
40 or 14?
14.
Alright, we cut out a bit. 14 and 7. Well, that is... yeah.
Alright. The hill giant's turn. Let's see here. This hill giant is going to trundle its way up here. And it's going to huck a large boulder towards the wall and the water wheel.
Ah, you bitch.
Yep, that definitely hits.
You went straight for the water wheel.
Let's see. Do double damage on.
Is there a water wheel within range? I don't know how.
I think so.
Check.
So the bitch is out of range of my fucking crossbowman. Isn't that like one of our major objectives? He's just smashing up.
It is within range, yes.
Okay, they can... I mean, it makes sense, I guess, that they can throw farther than normal.
So, a total. Total of 54 points of bludgeoning damage against the wall. As part of it, it's just sent hurtling inwards, cracking down the center. Looks like it's dealing some significant damage to the wall.
Can't have that.
This second giant is going to trundle its way up towards this direction. let's see, for 40 movement speed, sprinting 800. And it's going to be its turn. Alright, the Iron Guard Warriors. Runker?
Yeah, let's see. Well, I mean, honestly, kind of the same. Like, I'm kind of waiting for these goblins to move.
Alright.
Have they moved? I think that they haven't moved in a while. Yeah, I don't think they moved last turn.
They did. It's just been It's just, the rounds are very long.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? Oh. Let's just stay here. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're just gonna dodge again, we can't really do anything.
Alright. At the end of the warrior's turn, horn sounds out again. And this hill giant is going to huck huck a boulder long range towards the wall.
Jesus Christ, Jainer. How much did you increase their range? Fuck, man.
I mean, they're siege monsters.
No, I understand. It's just normal hill giants can throw almost 300 feet at long range. That's fine. That's cool. We're good.
I'll do something about them. They are causing quite the ruckus.
Disadvantage.
They're creatures that are massive in size.
Let's see. Disadvantage with a 9 that doesn't hit. The boulder just sort of bounces off the wheel, sort of plummets into the waterfall below. Liska.
Alright. So Liska did discuss this with Kazad, and just like, alright, so we have bridges, like a bridge prepared, right? And it was just like chilling on the side. Okay. She's going to, I guess, motion for the bridge to be activated. Like, I don't know how long that's going to take. Is that going to take like a round or something? Like,
but it's already prepared. It's just like just dropping it down over the waterway essentially.
Okay. With that in mind, then Liska's going to.
Probably going to take a round.
Okay. She's going to go up here with everybody else, and she's going to be like to the mountain guards, like, we need to take care of the giants. And then she's going to flip the lever that drops the bridge. And,
all right.
Like, she's going to take a dodge action. Like, I don't like. Yeah, she's going to take a dodge action.
Okay.
So that is.
Alright, we'll say start of your next round, the bridge lowers. Right, the Iron Guard crossbowman.
Quick question before I completely space off. Basically, Liska's plan is to take the mountain guard out there to deal with the hill giants, right?
Probably.
It probably does not help me tactically.
I mean,
Sorry, I'm a little giddy.
No, that's fine.
Because
Yes, she is.
eventually going to have my crossbowmen move over to be able to give more fire support when those lot come down. But for now, just going to pepper some shots into that hill giant. Just wanted to know what the plan was ahead of time so I could make accommodations. Yeah, sadly that's long range, so it's going to be a disadvantage, but not going to go across the river. That would be suicide.
Good. Question.
Yep.
What's the range that they have?
It is 400, 800.
Okay.
So they're in range, but it's long range. And I thought about moving where the mountain guard are. Same exact range.
Yeah, which is weird, but it happens.
Yep. Weird and annoying. Even if I went up on the wall, it's the same distance. So just fuck it. Shoot them while you can.
Yep.
Nope, 17 out of 5. Well, that's 17 to 19, but either way.
17 hits.
Right, so
These
that's,
are not very hard to hit creatures. They are very large and very obvious.
There's a 7 hit.
No.
No, it's a crit
It's a
fail, I
nat
know.
one, man. Yeah.
So yeah, that's on that hill giant.
All right.
That's what those ones are doing. The ones up here are going to pelt these ogres because they're causing problems. Are they in... Yes, they are. They are in the good range. So they get 2 volleys. Now that shouldn't be a disadvantage, but whatever.
So,
there we go.
13 hits.
No, that's 23, but...
Oh, 23 hits. And 7 misses.
It's +2 because of morale, right?
Yeah, but I still think a 9 misses.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but I just want to be sure of the facts before I go.
9 does indeed miss.
Who is the group that has a +2 to their morale?
That is... Yeah,
Is
that...
it the Warriors?
The Iron God Warrior.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just double
Yep.
checking.
They are just in range, thankfully.
You get advantage on attacks.
Yep, advantage and a +2.
Ah, right, the green circles are morale. Durr.
Yep.
Okay, so that is my crossbow boys. They did some good damage, not as much, but I'm glad those disadvantage boys hit.
All right.
Well done.
At the end of your turn... Let's see. Second legendary action. Sorry, that was the wrong fucking...
I was about to
Oh
question
god,
what
they've got a
power-
battle train!
Oh no.
It's just Angrim.
They've
Yeah.
mastered steam power.
Oh, I don't have Siren's Camp though. Hold on.
The
Or is that something?
the enormous signal tower crosses its sail-like limbs, and this hill giant gets another attack on the wall. Seems that signal tower is becoming a problem.
Not much we can do about it.
Let's see.
Don't have flyers.
Let's see. That would definitely hit. 16. Let's see. Double that damage. Siege. Okay. 74 puts a bludgeoning damage. As another massive boulder hurtles towards the side of the wall, sending part of it crumbling down into the river below, blocking some of the flow. Seems this wall's getting pretty battered.
Yeah, we kind of noticed.
Sayan, what you doing?
I am going to ask for a morale buff to the cannoneers with how much the king basically has ordered them to shoot and reshoot and hitting.
I don't think you can exactly ask for a morale boost. It's more of a sort of like a narrative thing.
I'm mostly asking because they've been pummeling the ogres too.
They have.
Anyway,
I guess that is something that should be kind of like addressed on like what does and what doesn't spur on morales. Like, does a crit fail give you a -1? Does a critical hit give you a +1?
Yeah.
Does taking out an enemy group give you a +1? Does losing like half your group's HP give you a -1? Like what all does
taking
what all
out an enemy
signifies?
unit would be a good way to gain a bonus.
Yeah, it could very well be. We'll say if you manage to take out these ogres, we'll say
see.
that'll be a bonus to morale. Right, what you doing, Sayan?
Now Yoon is gonna be a petty little bitch and cry about the fact that can't normal attack things, so she'll just long range these ogres,
Yeah.
as in these top ones.
What's Yoon's normal range?
Sal's normal range is only 80, so she has normal range of 100 and long range of 400 with her gun.
Gotcha. Yeah, though she is part of the thing, so she would have also gotten the 200 range, but they're still just out.
Yeah. Get aside. And disadvantage long range.
I'm curious, since Sal is part of the Cannoneers, would she also have gotten an attack whenever Runemaker was like, attack?
That would be cheesy.
Yeah, that'll be.
I mean, he's cheesing already, ordering the Cannoneers to attack, but like, what? I guess that's the question. Like, what's the significance of Sal being part of the Cannoneers then?
It's mostly just ease of grouping. Fewer things to
Pure
contend
pogs.
with. Yeah,
The moment she moves away from the group, she has her own pog that is resting on the mountain.
basically.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay, I'm just saying, I feel like if there should be more to joining a group than just losing your pog. Because if you're, like, right now, so you're saying if the Cannoneers got a morale boost, Sal wouldn't, even though she's part of that regiment?
I think we're getting into a bit nitty gritty here.
No, I understand that. It's just, trying to parse stuff out.
Sure. Just to save from bogging things down as much as they already are.
So for future, like, basically, if a player is part of a regiment, if something allows that regiment to do something, the player can also benefit from it?
In terms of morale boost, we'll say.
Okay, but not significant. Okay.
You are still ordering another unit to do something, not the player. You can't
understand.
order the
It's
player
just-
to do something.
That's what I'm saying. Right now, the player is part of that unit.
Yeah, we'll address this some
I got you.
other time.
We'll take it later, because...
Yeah.
I'm just saying, because it's a very important aspect of this entire combat. Like,
True.
because right now, Sal's the only one without a pog, and that seems to offer no benefit whatsoever.
I mean, I still count as having the +1 morale.
I mean, you did before that.
In the name of Winston Churchill, to quote him.
There we go.
Anyway, genocide.
Uh, 13 does hit.
Wait. It's all magical, by the way, so fuck
Okay.
your resistances.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. I forgot to stick their number on there. Let me just fix that. Alright, the archers, they're just going to stick behind their front line. That's all they can really do. The ogres. Let's see. These ogres are going to start fleeing. Or seems to be a strategic retreat. Not 500, that's 400. Yeah. And
Question.
Oh,
Why would they go that route instead of just straight away?
yes. Which is entirely fair.
Yeah, because it's hidden.
So directly away, and they do in fact trigger the blasting trap.
Yes.
The big bomb.
So that is... I just want to double check because he didn't... Oh no, fuck, he did upcast it. Yeah, he did.
He did.
Hold on. This is gonna be fun. Go through this to make sure. Here it is. Okay.
Now show me that fireball.
Okay, so
I don't think this was a fireball. It was more like
it was not. It was just a straight up blasting, which is 7d8 fire
Oh.
damage.
good lord.
Pretty much a fireball anyway.
When I say fireball, I mean like the ball of fire erupting.
That cuts straight through their swarm resistance. We'll say that that would just give them a further penalty to their morale.
Like, fuck, guys. Oh, shit.
Retreat, then retreat straight into another trap.
Oh no!
Fuck you.
Golem, we're out of here.
Fucking
There's about 5 of these ogres left. They are not looking good.
How many were there?
Oh, there were quite a lot, about 20 odd.
Okay.
So their numbers have been more than cut in half.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I feel like that should also be a morale bonus. Okay. Let's go. Let's do this.
And with that, their run turns into a full sprint.
Literally fire on their ass.
A couple of flaming ogres are left behind in this cluster of old arrows. It looks like they've been there from some previous battle.
Now, question, Janer.
Yes.
How would the normal ass infantry goblins feel about watching that? Seeing how they still have like quite a bit of ground to cover, and this was quite a big mine. Like, they don't know there's nothing here. How would they feel about that?
Goblins aren't very, or at least green skin goblins aren't very smart by any means.
I mean, they saw their allies retreating, running away. That never helps any line, I'll tell you that.
Tell her, we'll give them a wisdom save. Okay, 16. I feel like that'll probably save against that. Straight, wisdom. There we go. 8.
-1.
Wisdom save. 17. Yeah. Okay. So this regiment looks a little bit hesitant. You can see their pace slows a bit.
Good.
However, these ogres are less frightened, more enraged.
I killed Kenny.
And they're going to turn their attention towards the cannoneers.
Bastards.
Come and get us, you fuckwits.
So, total 400 and a series of javelins against the cannoneers. 11 and 23.
23 hits.
Alright. So. Excuse me. You take 18 points of piercing damage.
18, that is 9.
That's going to be their turn. The ogres up here. Seeing their allies along there, they're going to make their way over here and attempt a few more javelin attacks up towards the cannoneers. So 22 and 27.
Both hit.
Alright, so 14 points of piercing damage, 12 points of piercing damage.
Total.
13.
So total 20...
26 is 13 when halved.
Yeah, 26. Okay. So 13 points.
13 points. And that is the half amount?
Yep.
Alright. I don't want to do math, I want to put up a calculator.
Okay. You can see Liska lumbering down into the valley. What looks like a series of ogres with these large, sort of ramshackle machinery, or at least it's kind of scavenged wood and metal series of pulleys strapped to their backs.
Fun stuff.
Looks remarkably like catapults. The goblins. These two sets of goblins. You notice the back line of the goblins here seems to take the front. And 300. 600. So I'm trying to get that accurate. There we go.
Oh boy. There's a problem for the Golden.
Yeah, maybe.
Awesome.
Oh, that's the wrong unit. The goblins. Let's see, all of this nonsense.
Them's a lot of garbage.
Yeah, there we go. So that's a lot of stuff to keep track of. Let me just okay. There we go. Yeah. Okay.
That's 40 fire damage,
Ah, there we go. Yeah.
and that's to a lot of them because it's an AOE.
All right.
Oh boy, kaboom.
So, what's the range on that?
It is within, like, you're gonna have to kind of mentally image it. It's just 100. It's just the square it's in, but it was specific to like not go off immediately, so it could go off when there's a bunch of people going through it.
Right in the center of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we could do is say that divided by four of these units.
So 20. Okay, so I mean it is an AOE. I guess halved, maybe. Like, so everything takes 20, or do you want to do everything takes 10? Because
Actually, sure. We'll say everyone takes 20. They need to make a dex save, yeah. Or do they just straight up take it?
dex save.
Dex save. Okay. So
Within
dex save.
18.
Nope, that fails. That takes a full 20. And it's half on the save, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Actually, you know what we can do? We can just use the multi-macro. We just do that.
Cool.
Roll type normal, DC 18. Damage 40. No, sorry, damage 20. It's half on a save. Alright. Yeah. You watch as this enormous blast of tremendous fire energy ruptures from right within the very center of this great big blob of hobgoblins and goblins and archers and warriors. You hear yelling and panicking from in the distance as they start charging down.
Good shit.
Very good shit.
So the hobgoblins.
Bubble crow, bubble bobs.
They would have walked with the goblins, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they
At
would.
least the ones up top.
Yeah. All right.
All those goblins meowing.
Fuck it. Hang on. I'm gonna get her out. Just,
I mean, I'd rather the goblins meowing than the hill giants. That's terrifying.
Meow!
Oh.
Throws a fucking
Hurls a
ball.
rock. I mean, if you saw hill giants walking towards you meowing, you'd be fucking terrified.
It's okay, he's just a Neko, he's just a neat. Don't worry about
Mentally unstable hill giants.
it. You got little cat ears and like a tail.
Meow, bitch. It's like, oh god. I don't like this development.
okay. Right, so those hobgoblins have moved. They've also moved. Let's see. The Iron Guard. At the end of the hobgoblin's turn, once more the horn rings out, and this hill giant is going to once more fling a rock towards the wall with advantage. 25. Yeah, that hits. Another 56 points of damage. The wall, you can very clearly see, is on the verge of collapsing. Iron Guard Cannoneers. Lucky?
Yes. Sorry.
Iron Guard Cannoneers. Pay attention!
Iron Guard Cannoneers. Well,
Fire!
they're gonna fire. At the also fantastically placed ogres down below. And it is normal range, so
It's true, those ogres are like right at the bottom of a cliff.
13 because of plus 2. Gotta remember that.
13 does hit.
21 bludgeoning and 8 fire.
To which one?
The first group down here.
Alright.
And that's their turn because they can only attack once.
Alright. See, next up is the Runic Golem.
Can I create difficult terrain by digging the hands of the golem into the ground and just pulling it up?
You can make a strength check athletics check for the golem, sure.
I'm not sure I can do that because it doesn't have proficiency in it.
Just roll strength then.
Yeah.
If you click the token, you should see on the top, you should see at the very top left, skill check.
Alright, skill check. Yeah. I would also like to remind you that it has the Siege Monster property, which includes objects and structures. The ground technically counts as a structure.
Sure.
So, athletics.
We'll say with advantage, because of the siege monster, with a 19.
And magical weapons, because apparently the golem is magical. Would have fun.
The runes glow alight as the Runic Golem leans forward, digs its hands into the earth, pulls up a great big clump of dirt, rocks, and grass. You now have a very nice 10-foot round hole in the ground.
It but goblins. Now they have to go around me and not against me directly.
Alright,
And that's the golem's turn.
okay. Mountain Guard.
They are going to dodge action and then ready act. Wait. Yeah, they're going to dodge and then ready to move. Well, yeah, with Liska,
Okay.
basically. Yeah. and that's them.
All right. Ram Riders, what you doing?
Alright. Okay, so... Yep. So I'm gonna do that thing. Question. This is like a structure, right? This thing?
Yes, it's like it's a large series of sharpened pikes and kind of large logs kind of jutted into the ground. I'm not sure what they're called. I know there's a name for them.
Nice.
Like barriers, if you will, wooden barriers.
Normally Ram Riders would go in and out and flank, but they can't do that. They can just normally move, so... yeah, they are going to... Since they can't harry like they normally would, they are going to wait in anticipation. Actually, anticipation. Actually, he was right there, I think. Yeah. You know what? I'm curious. So yeah, they're going to be like, fuck it. And they're gonna move up because the Rams, rocks don't mess with them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be their shit. They're gonna swing around and they're about to flank the fuck out of these goblins.
All right,
This goblin
nice.
line. And that's their turn.
All right. Next up is Vellum.
I have 2 questions for you, Jamie. Firstly, what would it take, if I am even able, to get across this river?
Great difficulty. It is a series of rapidly. It's a series of rapids, if you will. It is about 30 to 40 feet wide. Probably very deep.
I'm
Could also
probably
just
not
use
going to be
the
able to get
bridge.
over there to help with the ogres then, annoyingly. I can't even get into javelin range, which is frustrating.
Didn't Liska fall down the bridge? And
That was down there. I think.
It's gonna be like across right here.
Yeah, I mean, I could hypothetically go all the way around. But by then, 2 turns will have gone by, and...
I mean, you
how
can
about
dash.
you let me
yeah,
deal
but it's
with
also not
ogre?
even down there.
Let me deal with the ogres. I have something in mind.
I'm also worried about your golem, which is our only sort of anti-hill giant main defense right now. It is
So
taking a
random
beating, and that's a lot of
goblin
goblins.
infantry.
I mean, you can move and then ready to move again. So then you'll only be within 1 movement, and then you can attack next turn.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I mean, I would be on the other side of the river, but Runic Golem's got that area. You're going to be down there with the mountain guard, so that's fine. I'm not in a huge amount of risk. Is it going to collapse after we go across as the thing, or are we going to be able to come
No.
back?
Yeah, we can come back.
Okay.
But it is a bridge that can be collapsed if necessary.
Okay, good to know. But I am kind of worried about what's going on. Alright, so that's first question. Second question, more of a proposition. Could I spend my inspiration to give the crossbowman a morale point?
That would certainly be a way to spend inspiration.
Because I feel like they're going to need it, given that everything... Well, I mean, they could shoot the ogres, but Sal's Cannoneers have that covered.
How do you
And,
inspire them?
I'll think of something in a second, but I'm just planning my move in a second. I'm going to actually move Vellum further than I thought he would. Okay. So basically, I'm going to bonus action to increase the sunlight range by 5 degrees. Up. And
5 degrees of what? Temperature angle?
of holy righteousness. No, as he's moving down, so I think since it's 30 normally, I have 300 movement if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So, boop-a-doop-a-doop. Bonjour. But as he's sort of passing in front of the ranks, he's gonna sort of call out as the sunlight of his blade is sort of dappling and reflecting off of the rapids before them, creating sort of a cacophony of almost divinely backdrop light. Gonna call out, "You do what you need to. I'm heading onto the field to deal with those lot." He sort of points like the tip of his sunblade towards the ogres and then sweeping it over to the goblins, which seems like an immense force for one person to make such a hearty claim about going to deal with. Like, it's very little a problem. And then he will join Liska for the eventual foray into the field.
Alright.
And that was my movement, so I'm going to use my... would that take my action to do, or can I just spend the...
I'd probably say that would take your action to do.
That's fine.
Yeah, spending
I just wanted to
an
be sure of my
action
action
to,
on me, that's all.
Yeah, spending action to give your inspiration to grant the crossbowmen there a rallying rank.
Yeah, because that advantage is going to be real handy for dealing with things out of their normal range.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that'll be me.
All right.
And remember, it stacks, so it's advantage +2.
Oh yes, I recall. Very juicy.
At the end of your turn, the horn rings out one final time this round. And once again, the hill giant is going to throw a large boulder against the wall.
Oh, these fucking hill giants need to piss off.
So that is 3 boulders and tallest thrown.
Yeah.
Did
Well,
Harry
4, technically. I think it threw 1 on its turn.
Yeah.
Then it missed 1.
So 19 would hit. 20. Times 2. Siege.
Oh god.
58.
So much damage.
As the boulder careens into the side of the wall with an almighty crack, you watch as the wall partway crumbles into the river, blocking it entirely, creating some like a sort of improvised bridge, if you will, across the river and into what is now clearly a massive gap opening in the wall. King Khazad Runemaker. What does he make of this when he sees this?
He is... I mean, he was going to do this anyway, so he just has more purpose. He's going to swing down and then be like, "You had a big loss. You might be able to take advantage of this." And then he's going to use his action to do Rune of Forge's Wrath on Liska.
Alright.
So she deals extra fire damage on her attacks. And
The large rune, the large rune above the cannoneers fades.
well, hold on, because it says only one rune can exist on one unit at a time, which means that he can have multiple runes. He can't double stack on a unit, but he can have multiple runes. From what this reads.
The idea was behind it was you give one unit a single rune which you can sort of transfer between units with different effects. That was the general idea behind this ability.
Okay. Then Raw needs to reflect RAI.
Right. All right. Okay. And I'll
because this
that.
is as this is written, you can't stack runes on multiple person, but you can. You should probably say only one rune can exist at a time. Because only one rune can exist on one unit at any time means that he can throw runes around as much as he wants.
Right. Okay. So I missed. That was a grammar issue there. At one time. Okay. There we go. Only one rune can exist on one unit at one time. There we go.
Then in that case, that makes him a lot less viable. So the cannoneers having, let's just the ogres are in their range. They don't give a fuck. So yeah, he is going to throw that on Liska.
Okay.
And then going to spend the last bit of his movement to go here, and then hold the rest of. Actually, no, that's it. That's all he can do.
Yeah. All right. What's Arngrim doing?
Arngrim is like.
That's no wheelbarrow.
Yeah, this tank's kind of useless, man. Like in these big
You won't be
things.
saying that once things get in its cannon's range.
No, I mean, understandable, but even then, 2, 6, 15, there's 60 foot range on that. So that can't do anything. Let's see, what can Arkham himself fucking do? Okay. I think he is going to he is going to do. Yeah, he's just going to pop out and just do a momentarily and just cure wounds on the Iron Guard warrior.
Okay.
Just be like, hey guys, well, I think you guys need yourselves some healing. And what was that? Cure wounds. What level is cure wounds? I think it's just level 1? Yeah. He's going to, since that doesn't really matter, he's going to upcast it to level 3. So, cure wounds. So, 20. Iron Guard Warriors heal 20.
Okay then. Overhealed.
Oh no! There you go.
And then he's gonna wiggle back into his tank.
All right.
I could actually do with some healing because I lost 2 men.
I do not see. I mean, it's so fucking hard to tell.
Yeah.
Everything has so much health and everything deals so little damage in this thing. It's it's hard to figure it out.
Yeah, it's why I was sort of thinking about getting rid of the
Resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, but
I mean, having the resistances and such be part of the moral system is something that works better in my opinion.
yeah, and I do think that there's also just the fact that a lot of everybody's been 75% of everybody who can do something has been moving so far. So we actually haven't been seeing damage get output a whole hell of a lot. It's mostly just been the cannoneers and the ogres attacking from range. So yeah, we haven't really seen full on unit combat yet. So
Yeah, that's.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Let's see the War Grinders. Okay. Let's see the War Grinders. Going to maneuver around this way. And that's going to be their turn. And to initiative 20.
It's the Helmsworth Warriors.
Yeah.
Well, does something on the battlefield happen?
Yes.
I'm looking forward to our reinforcements approaching from behind these people. That'll be fun.
Those are green, aren't they?
Yours should be green.
Oh, okay.
On initiative 20. Barks and howls erupt from the forest. As a number of War Grinders bound onto the field. Alright, so it's Helmsworth Warrior's turn.
Right. I guess they're just kinda since they actually have a little bit of range with their bows, they're gonna take out their bows and they're gonna crossbows rather. They're gonna take out their crossbows and they're gonna hold an action to shoot at whatever comes in range first, enemy-wise.
Alright, same with the Stream Noodle Archers.
I guess Liska has control of those, I think.
Yeah, it's
It's just a waiting game on this front line, yeah?
Yeah, it's kind of what it is.
Okay.
Like,
So
this is warfare. It's a waiting game until the chaos erupts.
then the archers, the steam wheel archers can attack the fuck out of the ogres, so they're gonna.
yeah, okay.
Does 11 hit?
11 just hits.
Alright, so that is a total of 17 damage.
Alright. So what are you thinking for damage resistances? Shall we just get rid of them entirely across the board?
I mean, I don't necessarily know, because there's multiple aspects of this. One, there's damage resistances, but two, there's just the sheer amount of health units have. Like, those very much compound on each other. So it's kind of this or that, but like when you get morale high enough, you deal double damage. When you like get morale high enough, you get resistance to all damage. So like it's
Yeah.
I think there's multiple things. I don't think necessarily the resistance is the issue as much as there's a lot of stuff that's making it appear like that is the issue.
Right.
Like ogres having a metric shit ton of health, like concentrated cannon fire, like getting attacked 8 times by cannons in a single round and buff like wrecked by a golem. They barely lost half their health. Like it took them running over a magic rune that dealt damage they can't have for them to like get wrecked. So I think it's just potentially be more mindful of units' health.
Yeah.
And also be a bit more liberal with what does and what doesn't, or what adds and what takes away morale.
Yeah. Okay.
Because morale is a really big means of swinging, can be a really good tool to swing battle one way or the other.
Okay. Right, Grunker, you just hanging tight?
I think so. There's not really much I can do.
Okay.
Just kind of waiting, dodging, I guess.
War Priests, the same, I imagine?
I think, let me check. Yeah, so much shit. There we go. Oh, I forgot to. Hold on. Okay, cool. So they're blessed recharged. They are going to. Does that start your turn? Yeah. They are going to. Everybody. I don't think anybody's hurt around them, but they are going to. Seeing the encroaching goblin forces, they're gonna look at Gronk and be like, "Go, tiny not a goblin," and he's blessed. So on your next attack, you get a D4. Next attacker save.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, you get a D4. And yeah, I think they're because these guys can move only so much. Yeah. For now, they're going to stay where they are.
Okay. Next up is the Hill Giants.
Boulder hugging cheese boys.
Yeah. It's cheesy if Sal gets to attack with it. Does siege damage times 2. Sure, well, yeah, sure.
It's not
Look, I was
cheesy, it's
expecting
just we
that.
couldn't really plan accordingly for that without putting a huge risk at play. But we'll solve this problem very quickly.
I mean, Hill Giants also do have a range that's 4 times their normal amount, but it's okay.
Bless.
Bless.
Bless. Alright. Just kinda check those marks.
Hill Giants are going to grab a. This one's going to grab a boulder. It's going to huck it towards the mountain guard.
No.
Right? It's a disadvantage.
From which ability?
Dodge.
All right, yeah, from dodge. All right, so that's a 10. That misses.
Very much so.
The mountain guard just start parting it like a very many ants. The boulder hurtles towards them, thunks off the floor, bounces over the rest of the regiment, and just comes to a stop behind them.
Fucking giants.
This one's also going to do the same towards, we'll say, the crossbowman.
No, you leave my crossbows alone.
22.
Yeah, they only have 16.
Alright, so 31
That is-
points of blushing damage.
Can...
Warding maneuver?
I was actually about to say, because that is a thing that technically Liska can do. Yeah, sure. Liska will use her reaction to warding maneuver and add.
Oh, I thought warding maneuver was the halving the damage. Oh my god.
Well, no, their AC gets +8. That's
that does
24.
it.
That'll
means
do it.
24, doesn't it?
Liska, Liska, this enormous boulder the size of you comes.
so this is what. So Liska she sees the boulder go in, and like the mountain guards are fucking trained professionals. They just part. They're like lulls boulders. But the Iron Guard crossbowmen were like, oh shit! And Liska sees it. She's like starts sprinting, and then she does a leap into the air and does like holds her shield in front of her, does like a full body charge into it, and then like knocks it off to the side. So it hits the ground first and slows down enough to where it doesn't quite reach the Iron Guard crossbowman.
Yeah, we'll say that gives them a morale boost.
Fuck yeah! All right.
He's gonna be the most deadly fuckos on the planet.
Double damage.
Yeah.
Double damage.
Just like, right, well, fuck. That just points at the hill giants. Takes
Wow, that's the most badass thing I've seen all day.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting Liz to just scream at them to scatter, but this beats it by a mile.
Oh
We've
yeah.
got two people casually doing amazing shit, then boosting their fucking.
I'm just
morale.
gonna say, we're fucking heroes, yeah, guys. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
we're level 10. Like, we're already going down in stories and legend.
All
Might
right.
as well do it with style.
Iron Guard warriors, just holding tight, yeah.
See you grunts.
Okay, be right back.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, they're gonna be dodging. Because I think there's an attack coming.
Let's go. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Actually, you know what? You're both. Vellum just went AFK. Fuck. Yeah. Just go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception home. Hopefully I roll above a 10. My passive's 14. Nope. 8.
Once again,
Liska's just kind of like shaking her arm like, man, that boulder.
yeah, that's gonna really hurt in the morning. That's gonna bruise like a motherfucker. Alright, Liska, you watch as the enormous bridge against the other side of the other side of the river. The ground almost quakes.
Alright, so the mountain guard were like had their reaction ready to move, so they will immediately move. And they're gonna be like, what's up, bitches? Imagine they're not in the river.
Yeah,
But you know what I'm saying. And then Liska on hers. Yeah. Fuck you, motherfucker. Is going to let's do right here. And then seeing these motherfuckers is gonna get ready to wreck. Are you ready to rock? Alright, she is going to attack. Oh wait. Shit, I'm used to. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, because. Wait. Okay, we're not technically swarms, but our range is 0 for all intents and purposes, right?
Yes.
For melee? Okay. Then yeah, Liska's gonna just stay right there and wait for the giants to enter them. Like, enter her spot. Yes.
Alright.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So she's gonna move, and then she's gonna ready in action to attack the fuck out of them whenever they get within range.
Alright.
That is her turn.
Alright, the
No longer
crossbowman.
dodging.
I think.
The most
There.
buff unit we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is Venom back?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry,
Alright,
I was muted and trying to figure out how to have this doubling damage.
Just times 2.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
The Iron Guards, or
Oh wait, no, sorry. Well, my mistake.
okay. Sorry, I was trying to figure out how to have it double damage on the back row, but with the brackets. Anyway,
This- All you have to do is just multiply what the outcome is times 2.
I know. I just felt like being lazy. See if I could get it to work. It would help if I was not talking to myself.
Wouldn't the double damage just negate the resistance of the opponent?
Okay, so
If they're a swarm, yeah. If they're a single
giants are the
target creature
biggest
like hill
problem here.
giants, it fucks
We
them.
need to put a stop to all hill giants. So this boy is getting targeted by these uber bowmen.
Alright.
Getting
Uber
close
bow.
volleys. That is with the +2 attached, I believe.
Plus
Nope,
2
it is not.
and a +2 with advantage. So
15.
15 would hit.
No, the +2 is already applied. Is what I meant to say. Because if you hover over it, I've done 4 +2.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So
So sadly, it's 13.
13. That just about hits.
Hooray! So 10 damage because doubling.
So with their. They're not really a swarm. No. So 10.
The big chunky boys. They don't get the benefit. Alright, so yeah, that's 10 damage. A little disappointing, but oh well. Let's go for a second shot. Well, that's a crit.
Yeah, that will hit.
Ooh. So that is 18 damage, because doubling. How did? Oh wait, no.
So
How do you
it's
apply the crits here?
so it's 2d6 max, so 12 plus what you rolled, which is 9.
Do I double
Times
the crit
2.
damage as well?
Yeah. That's what double damage does, bro.
So it's the
So 12 plus 9 is 21 times 2, which is 42.
so 42. Like the first was a tracking shot, and then they just fucking unload into this thing's face.
Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah,
volley
yeah.
of crossbow bolts. Odd that it's bludgeoning damage, but you know.
Oh, that's interesting that it's bludgeoning, not piercing.
Oh, sorry, my bad. That's piercing damage.
Don't worry about it.
This is type.
But like the shooting logs.
That's how dwarves do it. But yeah, that hill giant is getting definitely.
Oh
bombarded.
yeah. You they just unleash a hail of crossbow bolts. One of them actually gets stuck in the eye.
Nice. Alright, so do we know the effective range of ogres at this point? Answers open anyway. Because I don't want to just metagame and assume I know the range. Like, has there been enough ogres shooting / yeeting thing for us to know how much range they have?
It's
Seems to be around 400-ish.
I would have to move a fair bit away. Yeah, Venom's going out to deal with that arc, and they don't want to get hit from two sides while trying to focus these hill giants down. So these ones are gonna move. Perfect. I will actually smudge them down one. Squidge. There we go. So now they've got a nice wall of iron guards in front of them for anything from that direction. And the ogres can't hit them from the opposite side while they're trying to focus fire the giant. Wonderful. Just gonna reorient myself. Wait. Hang on, I'm not done yet. That was one group of cross.
Sorry, go ahead.
The other boys who are just buried in the mess here are gonna try and fire on the. Can they shoot the ogres from here? Because there's a cliff here.
If you move up to it, sure.
Yeah, the swarm up here isn't really close enough to be a problem just yet, so I'll have scooch in. Does that work?
Yes. If you just orient it diagonal.
There
You go.
There we go. These ogres are getting a peppering.
All right.
Sadly, they are not advantage boys, so they only get normal. So that's a 1.
15. That does hit.
And a 21. There we go. So that's 11 and 7.
All right. So 18. So it's 18. There we go. Alright.
Yeah, that'll be them. So Sow.
So again.
Sow now, brown cow.
Simon, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
You want to take my passive?
Yeah. I mean, you've got fucking what is it? 20 something passive.
I got a 19 passive, but
19
you gotta
passive.
remember I do still have the Eyes of the Eagle item on,
Yeah.
which does gives me advantage on wisdom perception checks. So
And
That's a +5 bonus to passive.
yeah. Fucking hell. You do
I mean,
see.
it is though. Just to say, because Liska still had to roll. Like, this is the middle of combat,
Yeah.
and
all right then,
it's just up to you.
have a 20.
Yeah, it's the middle of combat. 20 will do it. You do see about a couple of things actually. Towards the north, you can see what looks like a relatively localized small storm cloud You can see shocks of lightning arcing down from above. It's very small, very localized. Maybe about 300 feet in diameter from what you can tell.
If that's a fucking cloud giant, I'm going to be mad.
I think it might be, was it Storm of the Century? Which would be amazing, but
Just be a change in weather conditions to alter how combat works.
You
I
can
mean, we did call upon the Griffin dwarf lady, like her people riding on griffins and shit, don't they? So it makes sense if they came with a storm.
Why is the phone blocking so much?
You can also see the path over here. While it is mostly collapsed, it seems possibly large enough for some of you, or at least a small group of individuals, perhaps the Helmsworth warriors, maybe the Streamweedle archers, to make their way up.
Where?
Over here. The path is mostly collapsed, and it's going to be difficult for any sort of large creatures to get through. But it might be possible to get up there.
That is a lot of battlefield to go through.
Not only battlefield, but enemy territory battlefield.
Yep.
Alright. What you doing, Selya?
I'm going to do something a bit different.
Sure.
As the cannoneers can see, that Zhao is frantically grabbing something from her bag before pulling out what looks to be a runic inlaced cylinder of a kind.
Mm-hmm.
But it's different to what she's wearing across her bandolier. This one looks different. As she takes it in her hands, holds it with both hands, and she takes a running forward motion and chucks it over the edge.
All right. Against which group of ogres?
These guys.
All right.
As the canister lands amongst their midst, it erupts into a lot of fire.
All right. So Dick. Oh, okay then. Let's say 13.
Yeah,
Take all that damage.
And take 21 points of fire damage.
magical fire.
All right. So the full amount of damage. Yeah,
Yep.
that. Sorry, that's. There we go. Okay. Quite a hefty amount of damage to some relatively undamaged ogres. Some of them look burnt. Some of them have. A couple of them just keeled over and died.
Fuck yeah. And Zhao will look back at the cannoneers and just raise up her fists. Like, yeah. And that's correct.
All right.
And all they hear is just a giant kaboom from below the eclipse stage.
All right. The goblin archers. They're just gonna keep behind their front guard. The ogres. So let's see, 1, 2, 4 attacks from these two ogres from below against the cannoneers. Javelins. So first one, 23.
Hits.
All right, that's 15 points of piercing damage.
15, half, or 7.
Second attack, another 23.
Also hits.
17. 11, that I presume misses.
11 misses. How much damage was the one thing before?
Okay, so the first 2 attacks were both 23s. Then the second attack was 17 points of piercing damage. That'll be halved to 8.
Alright.
So 11 would miss. 15, does that hit?
No.
Okay. So 2 successful attacks, 2 fails. Right.
God, I'm just about to hit the threshold of getting into the second bracket of the cannon fire. I need healing.
Hey, fine.
And all that was halved and whatnot?
Yep.
Gotcha.
So these ogres are going to make their way around. The ogre catapulters. So do over here, total of 800 feet. Another 100. Okay. They all begin to sprint into place. The goblins.
We'll do what goblins do and swarm.
Yes.
Grabbers.
Right before the hubba-ba-dub.
Right, so those who are holding actions for range attacks.
Well, it's only the Hemsworths that are. These are dodging.
Okay.
Let's see, how far away are they? They should be. I mean, it's gonna be a disadvantage, but okay. Disadvantage, shoot. Right, it hits. So that's an 18.
18 hits for which
piercing.
group? Which group? Sorry.
Well, the closest, I guess.
Yep. So for 9 points of piercing damage. Really chugging it.
A lot of people in play. It's war. War's chug. Oh god. I'm gonna have to wade through some goblins apparently. Yeah, well, just, I was gonna get to them eventually.
This one passes beyond the runic golems. Go ahead and make a melee attack opportunity.
You just
Okay.
ignore a runic golem.
Seems so.
Ducky?
Ducky.
Yeah.
The runic golem opportunity attack.
Alright. But he keeps messaging me on fucking Facebook.
We'll ignore him.
Kinda hard to, because I got the room for the common area, and they're messaging me about it.
Well, opportunity attack.
Lamb!
That would hit. Just about hit for 15
Did
points of
15.
bludgeoning damage. And this is magical, yeah?
Yep.
Alright.
much magical.
Next up, the Hobgoblins. They moved with the pack. So the one's down here. Okay, so just that, and then up here. There's a great number of mini hobgoblins start charging through between the legs of the hill giants towards your position, Visca.
Right.
Actually, no. You know what they're going to do? They're going to make their way over here. Gonna aim between the legs of the hill giants. Take out their longbows. Assault. Yeah, 7. Nope, that misses.
Wouldn't they technically be firing through the space of a single creature, thus granting cover to the target?
Yeah. Well, 7 would miss anyway. Okay. So they move their full speed. And they're going to move in this direction. Yeah, that's going to be their turn. At the end of their turn, the horn bellows out throughout the valley, and this hill giant's going to huck a rock at your iron guard.
Which of the Iron Guard? Because there's a few different ones.
You mean the mountain guards?
Sorry, mountain guard rather. For 15, that misses. Oh no, that's advantage. 21 rather.
They are going to use a reaction to do shield up,
All right,
and their AC increases to 24.
Murder.
there you go.
Just to show that. Bam. So their AC is 24 until the start of their next turn.
Nice. Let's see the Iron Guard Cannoneers. Iron Guard Cannoneers.
Yeah, I'm thinking, because currently I would like to shoot the ogres and get them done with. However, you guys are getting a bit overrun by goblins down there. And the golem is mostly doing its own thing. Probably gonna have to send it over to Chug at the fucking catapulteers, because we don't want them getting more ranged attacks than what is good. The logistics of warfare.
It do be a bitch.
I'm gonna pummel these goblins here. And they're within 400, so that is normal range.
All right.
Yay!
That hits.
Well, you get fucked for 21 damage and 9 fire.
Nice.
And that's it for those.
All right. The Runic Golem.
Smash.
It's gonna slap the goblins. So move into space and just fucking slap.
Slap.
Yeah, you get slapped for
Oh,
39 damage.
good
All
lord.
magical.
Goal.
I love that the golem has morale. Like the golem, a thing that probably doesn't have emotions.
Yeah.
It's still
Hey,
getting.
don't question it.
He's a real boy.
Yep.
The golem, this mighty giant of stone and runic power, just wading into the goblins, just bringing down a mighty fist. Goblins go flying everywhere, like Neo versus all the Smiths in the Matrix Reloaded.
It got mad that you all walked past it.
Oh yeah. Right, the mountain guard.
All right, they are going to, saying that there is a sizable gap. They're going to situate themselves right there, and they're going to guard this mountain entrance.
All right.
And they're going to, I guess. Oh my gosh, this is the first time they get to attack.
They can do something.
They get to do something. They're going to slash. Oh wait, I just realized. Okay, question.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is the thing. This is big combat. Are they flanking the giant with Liska?
Not currently,
It's
because
a
Liska's
swarm.
not in the range of the
Okay.
of
And-
the giant.
They both have to be
Yeah.
inside the square.
Yeah. So, and that's kind of the question. Like, so if you have multiple, and that's why I'm asking, because if you have multiple units within a creature square, does that mean they're flanking? Like, because I know in the prior, like the prior big combat we did, this was like considered a flanking because
Yeah.
you are being squeezed in from both sides. But
Yeah.
again, it's weird.
Yeah, I will say yes, because
Okay.
we did it last time.
Okay, then that was just. I'll take the first damage, and so this would be with. So those two are the first attack, and this is
Okay.
the second. Okay.
All right, so 20 and 20, both of those hit.
All right, and that's a total of 32
Good
damage to that giant.
FD blow to the giant's legs. You watch a few mountain guards surround the ankle of the hill giant and start just hacking away at the heel tendons.
I mean, like, normally dwarves are very angry at giants. I don't know about this lore specifically, but yeah, dwarves.
Oh yeah, dwarves are very angry at giants.
Reason to
in
be
this
angry
lore
at the
as well.
giants.
Yep. Cool. And I think that's their turn.
All right.
They've moved. They have attacked.
Ram riders.
Alright. Well, tell you what, they don't have to go around no more. What's up, archers? How's it going?
Right around. What are the archers thinking? It's like, let's just ignore those riders over there.
It's like, hey, boo. And they're just going to. It's a weird thing with positioning, but I think they're overlapping some.
We'll say sure. They're yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be able to hear them from there.
Okay. It's like, well, hello, you're getting flanked. But I won't do the advantage but still, they're getting swept by cavalry. Let's do attack 1. Does 12 hit archers?
12 does not hit.
Okay, then attack 2. Oh wait, 14. Does 14 hit? And that's man, the second ram has been rolling that one. So
14 just narrowly hits.
okay, so the first ram is going to deal with his charge attack. I just need to roll an extra 40 for it. I don't know I was making it complicated earlier. To deal 29 damage.
Good lord.
Yep. Like, fuck those archers.
Oh yeah, yeah. this clatter of, again, this the clatter of ram bleats and steel and flesh as these rams just barrel through the back lines of the archers, sending just goblin bodies flying every which way.
And I think that's it for them. Like they're doing what they're literally made to do. They're feeling good right now. They're just like, fuck this. Like, you left your archers open, you're dumb. And that's what they're doing.
All right.
It's their turn.
Next up, Vellum.
So, question. Avon, how would you feel about me collapsing this bridge after I go across, considering, our crossbow boys are vulnerable? They could just walk right past you and me and go straight into them.
Yeah, Liska has the, sentinel still, kind of, sort of, but I understand why you want that, because technically there is another means of getting in.
Yeah, I was about to say, because the Mountain Guard have a way of retreating if they need to.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's fine. Liska understands that, shit might happen, but there is another way for her to retreat if necessary, so yeah, do what you gotta, man.
Alright,
Wait until the king's across, though.
Oh, is the king? I keep forgetting the king's here. There he is. That wasn't me moving, by the way. I just needed to see who the king was. I bet the king can do it when he crosses. Yeah, king will cross, then he can bust it. Because he goes right after Vellum, and then they're both going to be across. Okay. So Vellum's going to cross, and question, Jader. Since everything, quote unquote, is a minute of combat every turn.
Yes.
Could I, for sake of flavor, amp my light up to its maximum? Because it's a bonus action to do it, but you only
sure.
technically get one. Good. I want to go in with my full daylit potency, because I'm going to charge straight into these goblins.
Alright.
It daylighted.
Vellum, this whirling dervish of divine sunlight.
Everyone just sees like a beacon crossing the bridge, and then shoo, straight into the crowd of goblins. Alrighty, let's get chopping. I am going to go one-handed, because as much as I would like to do a lot of thinning of their ranks, I also don't want to die. So, it's
13 just misses. Sorry,
it does have the 2 applied. I have a morale applied.
Oh yes, that's a...
No, I have it automatically applied.
Oh right, so yeah, 13 misses.
Yeah, so sadly 13. So, wow, okay.
That's a natural one.
I'm gonna action surge, because I'll be damned if I'm doing that wrong. 26, there we go. That's
there you go. There you go.
Salmon.
Nice.
Jesus Christ. Vellum is used to smaller skirmishes, so wading in to a bunch of goblins, it's not his forte.
Yep.
And that'll be good. Click. King's turn.
Onwards. Charge!
Get the bridge.
Yeah. Well, he has the cross, but he's like, as soon as I'm across, blow the bridge.
Yeah, but he's got to get to their turn. That's the thing.
No, he's a king. You can tell him to do it.
Okay.
Or just because he can do a shit ton of stuff in a single turn. So him not doing his turn is more.
Oh, does it take an action to drop the bridge?
I would imagine. Or I don't know. Janner, question.
Yes.
Because a bridge built to collapses a lot faster than setting up a bridge.
Yeah.
Could it just be part of his movement or something, or can the Iron Guard crossbowman just be like, sure thing, king, and then pull ropes that make it collapse after he's off? Or
what's the action economy in play here?
Yeah.
Okay, so we will say that it would cost the crossbowman an action to dismantle the bridge.
Okay.
Well, let's hope the goblins don't get across before that happens.
I don't think they will. Ooh, how do I want to do this? How cheeky do I
Yeah,
want
they
to be
go
with the
after the
king?
crossbowman. Shit.
I'm gonna be super cheeky.
Go for it.
So, the king, because he's a cheeky fucker, is going to. Yeah. So he is at first, because he's just like fuck you and everything you love to the goblins. He's going to do a hunt. Oh, not these guys. Not these guys. Sorry. Click it. Good. King. There we go. Okay. So he's going to enter the space of the goblins with his war boar, and that is going to trigger war boar. They must make a Dex 16 saving throw.
All right. Which goblins? See the one
The
Vellum's on?
ones that next to Vellum, yeah.
Okay. All right, that's a 15.
All right. They take. Oh, oof! No, that's not what I want. Not 3d8, 3d4, 3d4, not 3d8.
Fine.
Mistyped.
Would have been
Oh
nice.
damn! 9. They take 9 damage,
Nice.
and then because he's a cheeky fucker, he's going down to this guy, and Dex save, you hill giant bitch.
All right. Vellum.
Your kneecaps are forfeit.
I just love that Vellum's like just adjusting to how this sort of warlike combat goes. It's so different. And then just to help, running in front of him, barging goblins out of
You
the
just
way
see-
comes the king.
You just see the king atop his grizzled looking warboar. He just flinging the hammer, Khazar Khazar, as he yells out his war cry in Dwarvish as he just decimates a number of goblins to the side. The hill giant does save with a 19 with a natural 20, so -1 to his dex saves.
Completely honest.
-1. Nice. So that takes no damage then. But he does get to attack. And he's going to attack with his rune mauls.
All right, all 3 of his
So-
rune mauls.
Yeah. So, this is... Okay, so if the target is a goblinoid, it takes additional damage, but not if it's... Oh, because Greenbane. Cool. So, 1, 2, 3.
So 18, 11, 17,
18, 13, 17.
18, 13, 17. Okay.
Or, sorry, yeah, +2, so 20, 13, 19.
So,
Sorry. 20, 13, 19.
Okay. 20, 13, 19. All of those hit.
Oh, yeah. So that is a metric shit ton of damage. Hold on.
Yep.
The 51 damage, not counting the radiant.
Yeah, so 51 bludgeoning plus 11 radiant. To the first big old giant.
Yeah. Like I said before, your kneecaps are forfeit. Jesus.
As the king comes charging out of the crowds of goblins, swinging his maul, he just takes both of them to two to one shin, one to the other, and the hill giant just kind of buckles and stumbles. It looks like it took a hefty amount of damage there. Still standing.
On shaky knees, like,
On-
fuck,
on-
that hurt.
Oh yeah.
And, yeah, I think that's King Khazad Woodmaker's turn.
Arngrim.
Okay.
In fact, you know what? I'll give that giant a
This one's like, ow.
yeah.
that hurt.
-1 to morale.
Nice.
All right,
Alright, so
Arngrim.
Arngrim finally gonna get to do something. Alright, what do we want to do, though? Steel hammer. Okay. How does he want to do this? Alright. He is going to use one of his divine cleric thing that I can't remember. It's not divine intervention, but the fuck? What is it called? Let me see. It is. What the fuck is it called?
Channel Divinity.
That's it. Yeah, Channel Divinity. 2. Throw a big ol'. Actually, wait. How close is everything to it? Where the fuck is he? Right here, I think. Right here. Ah, he's right there. Okay. So he's gonna chug a chug a chug. Nope, that's not where he needs to be. I'll find his token eventually. There we go.
There it is.
He's gonna chug there. Those guys go back there. And then he's going to launch a big ol' fucking ball of fuck you at the hobgoblins.
Alright, so next con save, I believe.
Yes, con save. 18.
18, that is a 9.
They take. Oh, I could have just clicked on it to roll it. Oh well. 29 fire damage.
Good lord. Thump! This condensed ball of steam rockets through the air and impacts the front line of the charging hobgoblins here, and decimates about 5 or 10 of them.
Fuck them up.
All right, next up is the Goblin Warg Riders.
For as bad as this looks, we may just pull it off, but man.
Yep.
Alright. Grunker, you see a number of about three packs of Warg Riders charging from the forest, barreling down towards your position. You see another pack, smaller pack of Warg Riders begin charging around the other side towards the flanks of the warriors.
Uh-oh.
Wait, hang on, no,
Descript-
about
yeah.
here. There we go. There we go.
Really wish-
600.
Yeah. Really wish we had the spears and the cavalry shit.
Actually, we'll say. Yeah, there we go. Not quite in the space, but
That's touching.
yeah. All right, they're warriors.
All right. Well, let's see here. What's their movement speed?
I think it's 300.
300.
Yeah, 300. So I can like. I can't quite. Damn diagonals.
I do want to say if they get like right here with their speed, they get
Yeah.
healed by the war priests. So
Yeah.
combat is a lot smoother for them. With
Yeah.
their 30 health.
Yeah, feel like that's a good idea. Gonna be like here somewhere.
All right.
And that's their movement speed. So they're gonna take. Let's see here. Well, might as well just shoot these hobgoblins with their crossbow.
Okay.
But normal this time with no disadvantage. 16.
Gets the hobgoblins.
Yeah.
That was it the +2?
Oh yeah, 18.
18 misses.
Ah, no.
As they bring up their shields. Ting, 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 ting.
Uh-oh. Well, guess that's kinda it then.
Alright, the archers. Archers. Street Metal archers.
Yeah. So they're right there. They're going to go here. Yeah. And because they don't like the look of those Warg Riders, they're going to attack them.
Alright.
And boop boop. And that one misses, and I doubt an 11 hits.
Yep, neither of those hit.
Okay. But they're taking some time getting set up around the tank. They're just like, oh god, okay, we got this. But they're next to their battle buddies now, so they're like, okay, next turn, it's gonna be better.
Okay.
If they remember the battle buddies.
Oh, they remember. Liska made sure they remember. Alright. Oh, BT Dubs. Initiative order 20.
Ah, yes. Nope, nothing.
Alright. Cool. That's their turn. Grunka. Fuck them up.
Yep, there you go, Grunka. What you doing?
Oh boy. Well, guess I'm just gonna waddle over here. Very angrily.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So let's see here. I have my shield equipped. Shield and my spur. So I guess, and I'm raging from before, and I don't know, like raging with this is kind of weird, but
It seems like we've just kind of considered stuff that lasts for a minute is just last for like 10 rounds.
Yeah.
Everything gets expanded, it seems.
Yeah. So yeah, let's see. Spear. Gonna attack recklessly 3 times.
Alright.
One-handed. Yes. Yes. Yes.
So, 11 misses. The second one hits, definitely.
Do I have morale? I don't think I have morale.
You have a +1
Oh,
morale. So yeah, everyone on our side started with a +1.
Oh,
One from Liska bathing, and 2 from that got them up to 0 to neutral, and then the king gave a speech that gave everybody another +1.
Okay. So that's yeah, this still misses, but still.
In your weapon option, you have the option of adding an additional attack modifier thing. I did that with Sal's gun, where I temporarily added a +2 effect.
Okay, so first one hit. No, second one hits. Third one also hits for 18 +2 for the. Are you 18 plus the +1 morale bonus?
Yes.
So total of 19 piercing, 6 fire dodge.
Yes.
Good shit.
Towards the Ham Gablins.
All right, you take out about three hobgoblins in this flurry of attacks. Jab, 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 jab. Grunker just flipping and flying everywhere.
Yeah, it's a lot of pirouetting and a lot of jumping.
Yeah. The war priests.
All right, everybody. Heals 4. On 6. Man, low on those rolls. But the Iron Guard warriors. Oh wait, I guess someone was injured. No, I guess nobody was injured at this moment.
I mean, I would like some healing on my cannoneers.
Understandable. And then they're going to move up 1. If that's the right group, I think it is. And then they're going to cast. Boop. They're going to cast Flame Strike, motherfucker!
Oh shit.
So Dex. Why is that? Oh, because they haven't had to do. Oh well, make a Dex 16 saving throw.
For the
from
hobgoblins,
Yes.
a dexterity, that's a 9.
So they take 22 fire and radiant damage.
Ugh,
22 total, 12 fire, 10 radiant.
nice.
And then they're gonna whoop, 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 slip back behind lines.
You watch 10 hobgoblins just explode into flame as a column of fire bursts up from cracks forming in the earth.
And then this is for Bless. Bless recharges. And then, oh damn, both recharged. Yes. And that's the War Priest's turn. At the end, do I want to do that? Tell you what, because the king is really pissed at he's going to use one of his legendary actions to make a rune maul attack against the giant's kneecap.
Alright.
It does not have advantage, sadly.
Okay.
But it's still a 19 on the first roll.
Nice.
Oh, the
Wait.
sad.
Toggle the advantage on the sheet just for safety.
Yeah. I'm going normal. So that is, excluding the extra damage, that is 16 bludgeoning and 2 radiant. So, yeah, 18 total.
Alright.
And that's as a legendary action.
Okay. At the end of the Dune War Priest's turn, Horn once again bellows out throughout the valley. You see the large signal tower begins to cross over, and let's see the hill giant here. There we go. The hill giant here is going to huck a boulder towards the crossbowman.
No, not my boys. Not Steel Team 7.
That's a 17.
Oh, it's one shy. I have 16, so
Okay,
they get in the
so
bump.
27 points of bludgeoning damage.
Halved to 13.
So 13. No, some boys got knocked over with roly-poly rocks.
The other hill giant sees this, follows the pursuit of his brother. Gonna kind of step to the side for a moment to just try and get away from.
I'm the crazy fucking king.
Yeah.
Well, if he's gonna move out his range, he's gonna be swinging.
All right.
That fucking maul is.
So yeah, that
kicking
hits.
work.
It's for 19 damage.
Nice. Another. Let's see. It's two giants there, 2 rocks. Okay. 2 rocks towards the crossbowman again.
Why are they hating on the crossbowmen? That's just interesting.
What did they ever do to you?
Like, yeah, the king's been fucking shit up.
They're the literal head of the city right there.
It's fine. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's fine. War. They are going to need to top off at some point then.
You know what? 1 rock towards the crossbowman and 1 giant club down towards the king.
Yeah.
Okay, so rock for 24
Pretty sure that hits.
for 30 points of bludgeoning damage, and the for the king 22 for the great club.
That misses.
All right.
The king, like, with his knees, guides the board just to the side. It's like, I'll take more than that, you giant fucker!
Very spry for his age.
He is.
This is spirit of the war has gotten into him.
Question: do the giants have to be? I guess the giants can be adjacent, quote unquote, to attack something.
Yeah, with the great big.
Oh, I got you. I was just double checking.
Yeah. The huge range of their clubs. That's going to be. Okay. It's going to move up towards here because I can't exactly. Well, I mean, they can kind of stomp through the mountain guard, but they get an attack of opportunity.
The mountain guard will try to stop him.
Yep.
Like, so I don't know how that really works with
Swarms. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if they can. Yeah, that is kind of weird. Like if they're going to do.
Oops, that's
Question: is it? Whoop.
Oh, that is the wrong trait. Hang on.
So, question: could I potentially use the mountain guard's shields up reaction to like have them form a line to like hold the giant back? Because their whole shtick is like they're standing in front of this whatever the fuck this opening to prevent people from getting in.
Yeah.
So like, could I use that reaction to prevent the hill giant to basically give them sentinel for a round?
Sure. Actually, what we could say, we could say this as a sort of contested athletics check. We'll give the mountain guard advantage on this.
Right. Okay, mountain guard.
Like ants swarming up the lake.
Like they
got
try
this,
to
fuckers.
step, they put shields up, saying no.
Just to jam a shield under his toenails and pull it up.
Oh, yeah.
While you do it.
That mountain guard is sorry. That giant is going nowhere. As the mountain guards kind of bring up their shields and their bring up their short swords as the giant footsteps begin to attempt to make their way across rather just barreling through the mountain guard. The giant has sort of giant has second thoughts, like standing on a bed of needles.
Oof.
So we'll say the giant remains there.
Yeah, mountain guard living up to their name.
Oh yeah.
Guarding the mountain.
Let's see. They did their attacks. They did their movement. This giant is going to do the rest of its movement over 100, 200, 300. Over there. It's going to try and attempting to approach from this side, seemingly. The warriors.
Alright, everybody.
You changed their name, Steel Team 7. Nice.
Yes, damn right I did. Let's see, gonna move up there a little bit. And gonna attack.
Alright.
Let's see. Hammers. Normal. Bam, bam.
22, 21, both of those hit.
Nice, nice. That's 13 damage.
Alright.
And these dudes is, I guess, gonna 300 feet movement. I guess you're gonna go and charge into these goblins
Alright.
right here. So like, yeah, something like this.
Crash of steel.
Yeah, something like that. Again, hammers. Bam, bam. Oh, that's a crit. Nice.
Say we can just stick those there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a crit. Makes up for that 6.
Nice.
So that's
So that'd be 13 plus 12. So 25 for the crit.
Yeah. Alright, that's 25 damage then to this goblin.
Nice.
And that's it.
Alright, Warlord Gremlin.
Back the fuck up is what he can do. Coming over here thinking he can start shit.
Warhorn sounds through the valley. And you see that the two sails, or rather, the two red lower sails seemingly have been switched around to two black sails.
Oh no, pirates.
The retreat.
You see the two hill giants. Look at this, and there's you all feel this rumble through the earth as this deep growl seems a push determination.
Oh no. The try harder flag.
As one does. Alright, with the bridge being collapsed behind Leska, she's just like, let's fucking do this. And she is going to... Which way does she want to go? Man, it's kind of annoying, actually.
That's the problem.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, the whole have to be within a square to do shit. She's gonna go up into the hills, this hill giant. And where's her sheet? There it is. Okay.
Many sheets.
Don't need you.
More sheets than a brothel on Sunday.
There's what I'm looking for. Oh shit, I also just realized something that's really interesting. Let's see. I forgot that mountain folk have crowd control, so I've been getting should already have a +1 to all my attacks because I'm surrounded by enemies.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so she gon' swing. He's gonna swing on that fucking hill giant. Just be like,
Alright.
bitch, quit your shit. And do. This is 18 hit
18 does hit
for 15,
for 15,
and he's also marked.
and
Not
he
that
is
it
marked.
matters. And going to
Arwash.
yeah, sure. Let's attack him again. Does 15 hit
15 does hit
for another 15.
for another 15.
For another 15. And then she's going to, let's see, because she was there. She was there, I think. Yeah, okay. So she's going to stay there.
Alright.
And yes, she's gonna stay there and just be like, fuck you, giant. Like, fuck you, giant, not so big, you bitch. And all her attacks have been swinging towards the giant's loincloth.
Don't sever his scrot.
So she's been like, the gases and cuts she's done have been like along his inner thighs, really close to his groin,
Oh yeah, yeah.
just to keep his fucking attention.
You know what the worst part about that is? If he gets an actual deep cut on the inner thigh, he has to stand at a really awkward angle to hold it close.
Oh well, I mean, Liska's full enough for it.
Yep.
Right.
Alright, and I think it's Liska's turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, the horn rings out once more, and you watch as the black sails of the signal tower sort of reach up towards the sky. You can see another large structure being lifted into view. What looks like the terrifying visage of some sort of enormous, kind of portly-looking, enormous goblinoid figure, wrought in wood, seemingly painted green as well. You can see behind it what looks like some sort of fire burning behind it, giving it the visage of an open, burning mouth and burning eyes.
Trying to Trojan horse their way in, or because I think that's kind of gone.
All the goblins, hobgoblins, seem to gain this renewed vigor. This renewed vigor to fight on.
Oh no, morale boost.
I also did forget, because of the rune, that Liska also dealt an extra 7 fire damage for
there you
her
go.
attacks. I'll add that into her sheet real quick.
So let me adjust those there. I'll adjust those as I go through the initiative. I'll do it all now. Let's see. Could
And at the end of Liska's turn, the king's be like, "Go for the groin!" And he's gonna have Liska attack with advantage, because that's what he
There you
gives
go.
her. And she's going to go for the
Make
groin.
that crit.
I'm hoping.
So close.
Wait, why did it not do the
Oh.
fire damage? That's weird, it didn't do the fire damage. Oh, well, I'll add the 1d4. So 11 slashing and 3 fire damage to the groin,
Nice.
or thereabouts.
Let me adjust that. Yeah, is looking her. You can see great singes across the inner thigh. You can see it's like a grown man attempting to fend off Chucky, the murderous doll.
Basically.
It's very weird and sort of amusing sight.
Right then. So,
Yeah, what's Steel Team 6 doing?
Steel Team 7, unaffiliated
Steel
crossbowmen.
Team 7. there you go.
So, question: did the bridge get dropped yet, or is that something I need to do now?
I assume that's something you need to do now.
I had to sort of scoot between.
Yeah, that'd be your action to do so.
All right. Well, that is going to be their action to do so. Steel Team 7 is just gonna down it goes.
All right.
Does that count as the entire action, or is that like an attack?
That'll be your entire action to do so.
I could
can-
have them scoot up to the war priests to get some healing before dipping back, but sorry, I'm just weighing my options.
Yeah.
This is hobos there. There's ogres coming in. There's catapulters coming in as well. I'm gonna have them scoot back a little bit. They've still got good coverage of the area. Yeah, 400, 400. Actually, maybe not. Actually, I changed my mind on that one. They're kind of fine where they are. Oh, is that what they were? Yes. Okay. That counts inside. Oh, yeah. That counts inside the wall.
Not quite. No.
Okay, good. Because that way they've still got range on other things without being basically right next to the things. Righty, that's Steel Team 7. Just need to get the crossbowmen up here to do some things. Cannoneers have those ogres in hand, hopefully. Though, you know what? The second the ogres get taken down fast, the cannoneers can refocus, and they're getting bombarded a lot. So they're gonna keep firing on these ogres.
Okay.
Regular. 13. Does 13 hit?
Oh, 13 does hit.
Hooray! So 7 piercing damage and then 6 piercing damage
Alright, so 13 total. Halved.
on these boys here.
There you go.
God, these boys are meaty.
The ogres.
Yep. Well, either way, bridge is down, shots have been fired, they're done.
Alright. At the end of Steel Team 7's turn, the horn once again rings out, and the ogres are going to make a hit on the cannoneers with the javelins. Or 12. I assume that misses.
Yeah, 12 misses.
Alright. So, what you doing?
For elevated position.
It's a shower of javelins just narrowly grazes you. What you doing, Simon?
I'm tempted to heal the cannoneers with a quick cure wounds so they stay above the threshold of the bracket.
Alright.
Always good to
But
do.
at the same time, damage
Wait,
wise,
question. Haven't you been using your cannon to give them temp hit points? So haven't they?
Yeah.
So shouldn't they have like 30 less damage because of all those temp hit points you've been giving them? Because it's been like 3 rounds and you deployed that thing like at the very beginning.
that is true. What's Janner's call on that front?
Sure. Just so that's 10
them
hit, 10 temp hit points, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
not
at the
10 hit points is 1d8 plus my intelligence modifier.
Right.
Yeah, at the start of or at Sau's turn. So I guess roll it 3 times and subtract that from the damage they've taken.
Alright, so that is basically just the intelligence roll.
Yeah.
3d8 plus 3 times your intelligence mod.
That is a minimum of. I'm just gonna roll 3d8 and then add in 6 for my intelligence modifier.
23. Nice.
Nice.
Hey, there you go.
So I'm gonna add in back those, so that gets me to 80 health. 8. Cool.
And on this turn, you could add another stack of temp hit points.
Depending on the range, Steel Team 7 could use a top up at some point. They are drifting close to that threshold.
Yeah, but remember, my third thing is temp HP.
No, I mean your Healy dues. I don't know the range of it.
Yeah, it's a cure wound.
Oh,
Goes
it's
melee.
killed. Okay, so touch. Alright.
Yeah. Should I just fireball them again, the ogres?
I mean, it's nice.
Yeah, go for it. The sooner you get them out of the way, the sooner the cannoneers can focus on lots of goblins.
See if you can target, like, the corner in between so it hits both of them. Actually, I don't know.
What's the ruling on that, Janner? Because fireball is...
I mean,
Is a point.
it would target it. We would say the damage would be divided between the 2 of them.
Yeah, because the size of a fireball would probably be the equivalent of a square, but you could split it up if you want to. I'd say focus fire for now.
What's the ruling on heat metal?
Hilarious, that's what.
I'm gonna
Mass
double
steel
check.
metal.
I'm gonna double check what type of armor they're wearing.
I assume the whole goblins will wear some kind of metal with how high AC they have.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
The
yeah.
ogres were worrying about that.
The ogres, they look to be wearing this sort of tattered hide armor.
What about their weapons?
Their weapons,
They're
mainly,
rust javelins.
yeah, sort of these rusted kind of mostly wooden javelins with like a rusted sort of arrow tips on the top. You can see large wooden clubs with like a metal nails that are kind of just haphazardly jammed into them.
Yeah, that'll work out too well. It's like, oh no, I have to drop my javelin and get another javelin.
What if you heat metal on the cannoneer's cannonballs?
Oh no, that would
explode the powder inside of it.
No, who says they have powder? Most cannonballs are just solid. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I'm just gonna fireball them.
It's like these do fire damage, so.
That's it. I'm gonna fireball these guys.
All right.
Fireball!
Fireball.
have you been hitting those ones the entire time?
Yeah.
Okay. I only say because the only ones I can reach are that one, I think.
Fire!
Dexterity save is that's a 1.
Good.
Eat 30 fire then.
Jeez. A nat one?
No.
Or a dirty one?
Dirty one.
Okay, I was gonna say fuck.
They rolled a 2. Alright, so 30 points of fire damage. Yeah. You
Oh look. They turned from a slight shade of green to yellow.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Remember the 10 hit points for the cannoneers.
Oh yeah.
And also, I imagine yourself too, right? Since
Oh yeah,
you're
I
probably...
haven't taken any damage yet.
Okay, cool.
Nobody's been targeting me.
I mean, you are one person on the battlefield. I feel like they'd probably want to go for the numbers.
Alright. Next up.
Yeah.
At the end of your turn, once more, the war horn radiates out.
It's about.
Oh hey.
I am finally here.
The war horn rings out and then Pulse appears.
Yeah. Let's see, the ogres are gonna once again okay, javelin attack on the cannoneers. For an 18.
Can I cast shield on the cannoneers?
Sure.
Roll a temp HP.
I know. Fucking the temp HP is fucking 4. Anyway, can I add the shield to their AC?
Sure.
Cool. That makes their AC a 21.
All right. As you see them kind of plucking out a series of javelins, over the next minute you go around the cannoneers, and one by one you begin to shield each of the cannons as this hail of javelins comes barreling down on your position. All right.
And also at the end of Sal's turn, hit them again! And Whisk swings. She's gonna swing on that big motherfucker.
All right.
Okay. And hopefully it'll
I
actually
feel like
do
things will
the-
go a lot smoother once these hill giants are down.
Yeah, the hill giants are a big menace.
They're a problem. I think they're their only range.
rolled
unit
really
here.
low.
That was a
And why is it not adding the fucking fire damage?
14.
Sorry, continue.
14 does hit.
Okay, so since I fucking built this in there, so it fucking rolls, but apparently you don't. Oh well. So 17 slashing and 3 fire.
All right.
Just delete it and try again.
There we go. Okay. So goblin archers. Yeah, they're getting harried by those ram riders. It's not looking too good. So immediately they're going to make their way around this direction, and immediately kind of unleash a hail of arrow fire on the ram riders.
And the Ram Riders get an opportunity attack because they left, right?
Yes.
Okay. And They are.
These numbers thin before those catapults get into range.
Yeah, they're just gonna fucking ram and ram.
Ram.
Ram, ram.
So that's an 18 and a 19.
So let's see.
10 misses.
Does 12 hit?
12 misses.
Okay, so 19 damage to the Goblin Archers before they leave. And what did you say were the attacks against them?
Ram. Aren't they? Don't they? Isn't that just one attack for a reaction? Or
Both Ram Riders were within range.
ah, right.
They're stacked on top of each other. Sorry.
Oh, right. Okay, I see. So 15 hits for 19 points of bludgeoning damage. Halved. Okay. So the damage, 18 and a 19 to hit.
Okay, those both hit. Is
Alright,
it
so-
against one or both?
Oh, sorry, yeah. One. There we go.
Okay, so they both hit.
Right, so 14 points of slashing damage and 8 points. Sorry, slashing? No, piercing. Sorry. 14 points of piercing damage, 8 points of piercing damage added together.
So 11 total 2. Oh, nope, that's
That is too much.
minus 11 is how you do it. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
That's better.
And this other set of Goblin Archers is gonna also do another series of longbow attacks against the same one. 7 misses, 17.
17 does hit.
Alright, so 5 points of slashing damage. That fucking slashing. I need to fix that. That's piercing damage.
Great. Cool.
And let's see, these lots are going to make their way around. Say here. Okay, the ogres.
Fuck off and die. There's such a huge problem for no reason. Oh god. Poodles. They're closing in.
So long range. Okay, just about.
Away, goody poodles.
This set of goblin catapulters. You watch as they crouch down onto their fists, almost like great apes, and they hunch their backs forward. You see a few goblins kind of scramble up their forms, feel the catapults, and unleash a volley of boulders at long range towards the cannoneers. So this will be disadvantage. For a 12, I imagine that misses.
It is.
Let's see here. This set of catapulters is going to fire at long range towards the mountain guard.
Oh, okay.
Disadvantage for a 17, that misses.
Yep.
And this one is going to sprint to get into position. Okay. Let's see. At the end of the ogre's turn, horn billows out once more.
I feel like you've already done 3.
Have I?
I feel like you have.
Does feel that.
Okay, we'll forget
Because
that.
you've had you did the
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Goblins. And they crash into this utter mess here. This entire regiment here is going to make its way. It's actually going to. Tell you what, we'll stack that on top of there. As they start swarming past you, Vellum.
They also swarm past the king.
They do.
Oh, so opportunity attacks is what you're
Yes.
saying.
Deals 18 bludgeoning and 6 radiant.
Nice.
Because they're goblinoids and they take an extra 1d6.
They take 9 radiant.
I'm just gonna make a point here and say it would be really, really nice if we had somebody with an AoE attack right now.
Oh well,
Just look at that cluster.
that delicious
Oh,
cluster
yeah.
of bodies.
Yeah, mage user, magic user.
Mage user. You use mages.
Yeah, useless with throwing weapons.
You're way up here. You're stacked on top of the rune priests? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
you're in
it's
the
room
steam
priest,
tank.
you and tank.
This cluster of goblins crashes into the Iron Guard warriors.
Okay.
And let's see, set of scimitar attacks, 2 against the 2 against each Iron Guard warrior. So the first one on the left, for
Left. Okay.
14 and a 19.
The 19 hits.
All right, so that's 12 points of slashing damage.
So halved to 6.
Yep. And then second one, that'll be a 20
Hits.
and a 17.
17 misses.
All right. So another 12 points of slashing damage against the one on the right.
So minus 6 there as well. Okay.
Let's see the hobgoblins.
Babada.
Where's the hobgoblins? There they are. So the hobgoblins.
Yeah, Grunka's fighting them.
Yeah. So 2 great sword attacks on you, Gronka.
Yep.
So let's see. 16.
With advantage.
Oh, with advantage. Okay, so 22 and a 20.
22 hits and 20 hits.
All right. And they're also going to do martial advantage. So 13. So 13 plus 9 plus 10. 23, 24, 32 points of piercing damage to you.
So I take 17. Okay.
Alrighty. Next up is the Cannoneers. What's the Cannoneers doing, Saoyun?
Well, for starters, they're mighty happy to actually get some cover from these fucking ogres. Free! But yeah. They're going to continue to pepper the ogres with another volley! Just want to make sure I have it on normal range. Yeah.
Alright, 23 hits.
And
Or
that is
17.
17 bludgeoning and 3 fire.
Okay. Another volley showers down on the ogres. You watch a couple more of them are sent flying. You watch one skips across the ground, falls into the river, and it's the body is just pulled along by the rapids. Right, what's the runic golem doing?
Golem gonna smash!
Smash!
Slam, slam!
Mage him.
Eat 35 damage.
Oof. Yeah, both of those hit.
Magical. So you take the full thing.
Right, that's
Mushed goblin.
Yep. Just sweeping fist to one side, sweeping fist to the other side. Legions of goblins just dashed aside like paper. It's an anti-infantry unit for you.
And that is the end of its turn.
Alright, Mountain Guard. This entire cluster of goblins is bearing down upon you.
Here we go. Okay. Yeah, they're just gonna be fucking badasses and maintain the line. Hold the line!
Alright.
They are going to... It seems like Liska is very much distracting the giant to the giant. So yeah, they're going to focus on the goblins. So they're going to make 2 attacks. Oh yeah, that crit.
There you go.
Nice, nice, nice.
So that is a total of 6, 16, 25. So 25 for the first attack.
Nice.
And then... Wait, is that right? Sorry, wait. 35 for the first attack. Forgot to carry over the 1. And then if 23 hits, which I'm assuming it does, that is an extra 11.
Nice. Mountain Guard just go to town on these goblins. The goblins with their sort of ramshackle sort of chain and hide leather and their rudimentary kind of comparatively primitive weapons to the Mountain Guard. The Mountain Guard are just demolishing them. While there might be a smaller force, they are far better equipped.
And then they're not going to move. They're just going to, like I said, hold the line. That's their whole purpose of being here. Then at the end of their turn, for his last legendary action on this turn, Kings will be like, "Go for the lower hanging one!" And then this is going to attack the giant one more time.
Crit? Please?
I'm hoping. No, just a lot. And it's... what the fuck? Why is it not adding in that fire damage? That's so fucking weird. Anyway. Like, I got it in the right fucking spot, but apparently not. So, 14 slashing to fire.
Alright. There we go. The giant's looking very haggard.
Yeah. Liska's just gonna, like, look up and taunt it. Be like, "You're slow and dumb. You should leave, bitch."
Besh.
I'll say
Bitch.
we'll also give that another a decrease of morale. Back to base 0.
Very nice.
Oh, was it at a +1? Oh, yeah, because it did get amped up by the dude. Yeah, right. Cool. And and now it's Iron Guard Ram Riders. Let's do this.
Alright.
Let's fuck some shit up. They're gonna be like, "Bro, Gabos, why you keep running so I can keep attacking?" That's why. So I can keep attacking. And they're going to charge forward, just haranguing these archers. And 1, 2. Hopefully so 22 and 13.
22 and 13. 13 misses, 22 hits.
And the second Ram Riders have not hit yet. But that's 19 plus another. So total. Ooh, that is a total of 31. 32.
God.
32 damage to those archers.
Alright. 30. 32. There we go. Yeah, you're doing some work.
And that is. Yeah, that's gonna be the Ram Riders down.
Alright, Vellum.
Okay, so Velm's gonna go on the old earring talkie to Liska. Liska, do you want a hand over there, or should I start making for these catapults?
He's like, slash, like, I am defending the hole in the wall. Slash.
Got it. And he's gonna take that as go deal with catapults. So since he can get here and wade into some goblins, he's gonna. So let's bonus action fighting spirit so we can get some temp HP going into this.
A great swinging stone fist narrowly misses the top of your head as goblins just come flying at your position.
Alrighty, so I have advantage on these attacks. 27
Yep, that hits.
and 16.
That radiant damage, man. That's doing the work. 16 hits.
Alrighty. And that was bonus move and action, so that is Vellum done. He is
Alright.
balls deep in goblins.
So, King Khazad. King Khazad's Runemaker. Atlas, I believe we're transferring control back to you.
Oh.
Right. If that were, or did you want to keep?
I mean, he was just going. I was just gonna have him move there, just so he can be in the midst and fucking shit up. And he does
everybody
like,
and just slapping shit.
yeah, because his legendary actions allow either him to attack or to command someone else to attack within 100 feet with advantage. So, yeah, that's basically what haven't been doing. And plus,
Oh yeah.
if he moves into the space of the giants, the goblins, all those units stacked up on top, they all have to make dex saves or take damage. Because his Warboar is just a fucking boss like that.
Oh yeah. So that's actually what I was planning on doing as well. So that's pretty smart. Just because
Hang
you
on.
want to get him in there.
I'm just gonna. One second.
Hold on while I see how many
this is
units
why
I stacked
the
on.
stacking is a bit confusing.
So
Yes.
what's what's the DC for that?
It should be a DC. I think it's 16.
16 dex.
16
Dexterity
dex.
saving throw.
Or take how much damage?
3d4.
3d4. Gonna be this much. Oh wait, you have a macro to roll the damage.
No, I need you to roll damage.
Okay.
Okay, 9 points of bludgeoning damage and half of the save, or
None.
okay.
They all fail.
There we go. Now let me just
They all take 4 damage.
9 points of boar damage.
He just charges in there.
Yeah, it's just a free fucking
Very
thing
good.
to do, which is great.
Just Khazad Runemaker swinging his hammer across over his head. Karnuk Khazad! As his battle
Oh, yeah.
cry within there.
And you give him 3 of these boys.
Against the giant.
I'm gonna say against the giants because that seems like it's the biggest threat.
Alright.
I have no doubt that they would be able to handle the littler guys.
Yeah. 23 hits, nat 1 does not. 28.
I was gonna say, would he? And again, this is the weird thing. Would he be flanking with Liska, or what's going on?
I think that might be negated from the fact that he's also put himself in the middle. He's not really flanking, he's surrounded himself.
Well, that's kind of what I'm saying, like, because
I think
if melee's 0, it's hard to be on opposite ends of the.
I'm gonna say
token.
something here. With how large scale this thing is, I don't think flanking is an accurate option with how we have melee working.
Yeah.
But this is a good thing, because we can't flank them. They can't flank us.
Unless it's how about this? How about if? Oh no, because again, it's melee 0, but flanking is like this is the kind of combat that flanking became even a thing.
I will say, yeah, it's a fair point. I will say yes. King Khazad would be flanking with Liska, I imagine.
It also means that they would be getting flanked as well, so it's a give and take thing.
Yeah.
So
This just reminds me of that one fight scene from what is it, Game of Thrones, where
Battle of the Bastards.
yeah,
Yep.
everything just descends into chaos.
Yeah. So you get, or, I mean, that actually does prove a good point. Like, if everybody gets advantage, nobody gets advantage. Basically.
That's
right?
true.
Yeah.
So yeah, then never mind.
So it totals out to, wait, no, I did the wrong damage on that one. I did the missed damage attack. Sorry, I needed to scroll down. Ignore that one.
35 total.
Should be, yeah.
Okay. How does King Khazad's Rudemaker make the killing blow on this hill giant?
Oh fuck
Oh
yeah!
boy. Hell yeah.
That's our forfeit now.
Sorry to steal your thunder here, buddy.
No, that's fine.
He'll be riding in. His boar crashes through this entire group. As the boar is tusking and going wild and knocking men aside and into the air, he goes up. A single blow strikes the side of the knee to the hill giant, which knocks it down to the side. The second one going for its head misses as it gets out of the way, but on the rebound he brings it up in a big uppercut type sweep, hooks it under the jaw and just twists the head upward sharply at a quick angle and just
Crack! You hear this deep sort of reverberating, sickening crack as the tremendous bones of the neck are just broken.
internal decapitation.
There you go.
So, would I feel like seeing that happen?
Yeah.
Is
That would. Hang on. Let me.
Would that be a morale boost for us,
For morale
or a
check.
morale decrease for them?
This-
why not-
Because they
why
just
not
lost
both?
their really big boy. and they just lost their big boy.
let's see.
So like, oh boy, the thing that can hurt our mountain guard just got deleted.
So
And oh no, the
the
thing that can really hurt them just got deleted.
the mountain guard being the royal guard of the Silver Kingdom, guarding royalty, they get their morale boost.
Nice.
Let me also.
Cool shit, dudes.
Sadly, not for Steel Team 7. They are too far away.
Let's see.
They're also already pretty good.
I mean, one more and they only take half
Okay,
damage.
these goblins, these hobgoblins, these are all kind of back down to net zero.
Gobba gobba gobba.
Nice,
Gobba gobba.
nice.
Bubble bubble.
Does
Gobba
Liska
gobba.
get a +1?
Sorry.
Does Liska potentially get a +1?
You're in the fray. I'll say sure.
Yeah.
Hey,
No, that's the wrong one.
Yeah.
you stole my kill.
I'm sad I don't get anything.
I mean,
Just kill something.
yeah, it's murder.
What? I
Just-
threw
just
two
kill Forehead.
fireballs
Oh, it's easy,
on a
just murder.
single group of ogres.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
you
ogres
killed a
are
lot of them.
easier than the hill giants. What the
I've peppered these fuckers with more cannonballs than I care to count.
I've been helping, and
Right.
yeah, so much fucking help on these guys.
Ungrim.
Now we can catapult us.
Oh boy. Let's see. Am I embedded into an army right now, or where am I?
You're just stacked on top.
Yeah, you're the steam tank. there.
Right here.
Oh, okay. I am currently in the steam tank. Okay. Sorry. And I only would have one divinity left since we shot one. And I want that for later, though I do get them back on a short rest. It'll take an hour to stack these bodies. Okay. I think I had a range of, what was it, 300 we adjusted.
Yes.
I don't want to catch any friendlies in it. Let's see. Sorry, I have to pull up my sting tank. I had the other guys up, but I forgot the fucking sting tank.
Happens.
I forgot to adjust those.
Okay. I'm gonna give another blast to this center hobgoblin.
Habba-gabba-labbin.
Habagabapo.
Habba-gabba-labbin.
This is the one. Here we go. 32.
Alright, oof. Okay, the hobgoblins. Right, 32. Yeah. Fire damage as well, which it ignores the storm resistances. As you hear, for silver and steel.
Over the loudspeakers.
Yeah.
Over Ride of the Valkyries that's currently being played.
Yeah.
No, better yet, the immigrant song.
I was thinking heavy metal.
Well, that works too.
And
incense and
I have
iron.
250 rounded up. So that's the most I'm gonna get out of my tank. Except I wonder if I can get any of the Dunish priests to get up there and use my guns, since they're not physically attacking.
You could, yeah.
They've been thrown out.
Yeah.
They have been throwing out blesses, and they do have access because they recharged it to their flame strike.
They recharged their flame strike.
Yeah. Right now, currently,
Okay.
their bless and their flame strike are available.
Okay, cool. That's really good to know. Arngrim is gonna spill out of the tank, his hammer up and ready, and he's gonna wheel his ass into the hobgoblins right next to Grunka.
Alright.
Nice.
All of them
He's gonna
picturing
tell
now.
them to get up on the platforms, because that way they have some elevation to see better for the strikes. Shoot while the things are down, while they're off of charge, but for this turn they're probably gonna flame strike something. I'm guessing the ass in corner of those warg riders and goblins.
Okay. Right, we'll
All
come
I'm
to that
picturing
on
now
their
is
turn.
just. I'm picturing a lot of dwarven fucking hype man energy going around.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's a ton. What's happening?
Sorry, I'm just. Okay.
What happened?
The Warg Riders, they're going to start attempting to gorge themselves on the Iron Guard warriors. Let's see, pack tactics advantage. Action fight. Yeah. Let's see, 16.
No.
All right.
Nice.
18 AC.
Some good shit.
Let's just put this all in one, shall we? Alright. Goblin Wolf Riders begin charging up the flank of the Iron Guard Ram Riders. That's it for the Wolf Riders. The Warriors.
You're right. I feel like what was their movement speed? It was 30. Yeah, 300. I feel like I kind of want to go and deal with these wargs. So we're done with those.
All right.
Let's see, multi attack. Great sword, great sword. None of those hit.
Nope.
Plus 2. 12, 13 doesn't hit?
Nope.
Nope, okay.
Alright, the Archers.
Okay. Seeing
Sup?
their buddies. Oop.
Oh,
Okay. What's happening? You keep making noises, Janner.
so go ahead.
Okay. The archers, seeing their combat buddies wade into the wargs, are gonna be like, "Let's fucking do this," and they're going to boop boop. Six, 18 and 15.
Both of those hit.
All right, for a total of 16 damage.
Nice.
And you know what? They have a couple more. Let's do. Make that a total of 22 damage.
Nice.
Only one more archers I left. Because let's go train the fuck out of them. And yeah, I think that's what they's going to do.
Alright. At the end of the Streambeard Archer's turn, you watch as this horrific looking totem, this horrific looking fire-backed visage that you saw previously begins to the fire behind it begins to grow in intensity, almost like a bonfire, quickly engulfing some manner of massive amounts of fuel behind it, which almost seems to give the crafted eyes cut into the wooden visage seems to give them this sort of burning fury. This strange idol to presumably their gods. And this enhanced fury seems to emanate throughout all of the goblinoids throughout the valley. So,
Well, that's not good.
so the advantage on attacks now.
Is this where we're leaving off?
Yeah.
Yes, we will actually say that's where we'll leave off.
So they all got. So they've all been buffed twice by the thing?
Seemingly.
Okay.
That's a problem. So hopefully that last hill join will be dead. And then we can start mopping up small fry.
Well, luckily the hill giant's not a goblin, so
All right.
Probably be
well,
dead before Steel Team 7 gets to it, but it'd be good if it did.
Where was the totem? Was down here somewhere?
it was.
it's way up on the mountainside where, like, apparently everybody can see. Everybody, all the goblins are looking back over their shoulders at the mountainside constantly.
It's up
Stab them
here.
while they're looking.
And I ain't gonna lie, I feel like we should try and get some people over there to just shut him up.
I
mean, we've got
thought
people out in the field, but they're kind of holding back the tide right now.
this was like below.
No, this is high up on the mountainside.
Oh, this is elevated. Okay, I thought it was the
Yes,
opposite side. I thought it was like a lower thing.
Nope.
It's kind of hard to tell from this angle.
Yeah, it's flipped upside down.
Yeah, okay. I thought this was like the ground and this was like the exits.
Yeah, let me flip the map the other way just so you can see. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong way.
Ah.
Oh no.
It's fine. We got it.
There you
Oh
go.
shit.
Oh, yeah. That makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking down into a valley.
Right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Right, well, guess it's my turn. So I guess we should just stop
But-
here.
Yeah, we'll stop here for now. I told you this is probably going to be a multi-session battle.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
regular
And-
combat takes forever.
And I do also want to say, because we are going to keep track, so all the goblinoids are, does that include the ogres? Because they're technically not goblinoids? Can you go back to that map real quick?
Oh, right.
Sorry,
Sorry.
because I just want to make a point of something.
So,
So,
I think I probably misspoke then. The idea behind it is it gives a morale buff to all of his forces.
okay. So in that case, this grouping, this grouping right here will just be at a +1 morale bonus because they
Yes.
saw the hill giant die and they
Yep.
just got like, oh fuck, okay.
Yep.
So that is what I want to, because you did it to yourself, but you're gonna have to go through and give.
Yep. I
adjust all
shall
that
do it.
stuff.
I'll do it between sessions. Don't worry.
That'll be fun. Okay, cool.
Alrighty. We'll leave it off there.
Alright, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah. So, how you guys still thinking about the damage resistances of swarms, or just want to keep that?
I feel like the idea behind the damage resistances on a swarm, it makes sense because it's a swarm technically,
Okay.
but it does mean that with the health pools you've given people, that it's kind of dragging on.
So,
Yeah.
what I could do is cut the health by half.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
because like right now, like a point of fact, those ogres took like insane heavy like focused cannon fire alongside Golem,
Yeah.
and that
yeah.
barely got
And-
him down to half.
And
Yep.
then 2 fireballs.
Yeah,
Yep.
I do
So,
think
uh,
it's a good idea to remove the swarm damage resistance, because we aren't treating these things as swarms fighting players, we're treating them as any 2 units normally squaring off.
We're treating them as swarms fighting swarms, and unless we want to have another Grunka where it's a barbarian versus a barbarian fist fight, taking 1 damage at hit.
that is true. I do
Yeah.
think, again, as we talked about with the flanking, like if everybody has advantage, nobody has
Yeah,
advantage,
yeah.
or like if everybody has resistance, nobody has resistance.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you are like
Yeah.
because you've effectively given them insane hit pools, and with the resistance, you've effectively doubled those already.
Doubled it.
Like
Yeah.
doubled hit.
Yeah. So what I could do is I could cut all the health pools by half. I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
Another
you
thing,
could do that.
Another thing. if I may.
Sure. If I could just critique one thing, then I'll cede to you.
Sure.
I wouldn't necessarily cut the health pools by half. I would just stop doing that because we have health pools as limited by number of men. 1 health point equals 1 man.
Right.
When you do the swarm resistance, you're essentially doubling the number of men.
Yeah,
If you cut the health pool by half, it no longer becomes accurate to the number of units. You just stop giving them resistance.
Well, not really. So sorry, like because you just said so yourself, health points equate to men. And if you have resistance, you're doubling the men. So if you have the men, you're doubling. If you take away resistance or you have the health, the outcome's still the same.
I say we just take away the resistance because then we're not.
Yeah,
fucking about with
that's what I'm
numbers.
saying. We take away the resistance because otherwise you have a unit that's supposed to have, 100 men. Either that or each man can take 2 hit.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do that if you want to do it that way. But I sort of consider like it's easier if you think of the damage as a mortal wound, or at least a debilitating wound done to a soldier.
I do think. So again, as I first was discussing this, it's not necessarily the resistance that's the issue, because there's a lot of stuff that kind of compound. So there's
the
the
resistance
health pools that they're
plus
given.
the high health pool.
Yeah, the health pool's given, the resistance, but also a lot of damage and other things have been scaled up to like equate or like to be on par with the resistance and the health pools. Like the damage that's normally being thrown out by like the ogres and stuff like that, or the cannoneers, things of that nature. Like I think just balance-wise, everything needs to be looked at.
This is where I would actually like to make my point.
Sure.
Specifically the cannoneers, one thing I noted is you wrote down as a health total they have 100 HP. Then you wrote in brackets 10 HP per soldier in regiment. Does this mean each cannoneer on its own has 10 HP?
That was the general idea. Yes, you'd have 10 soldiers in this regiment, and each of them would have 10 hit points.
All right. Then I would like to point out a fact to you. Let's take a single cannoneer, not a regiment, a single cannoneer. That'd still be, let's say, a D8 bludgeoning plus a D6 or D4 of fire. Just a single person shooting a cannon. You are aware that this would kill a normal soldier. Just this one thing.
Just what, a single cannon shot?
Yeah.
I would imagine
A swarm of soldiers are basically just commoners, but with slightly more AC and maybe 1 or 2 more
they're
HP.
not technically considered commoners.
And,
That's the
and
thing.
I'm also kind of curious what your point is, or
Well,
like
my
what
point
point you're trying to
is-
get to.
Once we've established all of this, and then add in the resistance, effectively these guys have 20 HP. Then a cannon shot is it loses its effect. Thrown out 4d8 plus 2d6 of fire. I have 1 attack of that. And then what's rolled is then halved. I'm no better than a longbowman. Like a single longbowman shot from a player.
So, what are you proposing here? That we lower the health or get rid of the resistances?
Get rid of the resistance. Tie the resistance to the moral
Resistance.
system we have.
Yeah,
Yep.
because the morale system does have that like baked into it.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Plus,
Okay.
that also incentivizes you to get that moral up, because the moment you get the resistance, suddenly your units are a lot hardier.
Right, okay.
Yeah. It makes this sort of bullshit earned, and also it means that things aren't a slog, it becomes very one-sided very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So, I
Okay.
think that's, definitely the way we want to go.
Alright then, that's decided. Next session we shall no longer do the resistances, because that's already included in the morale boosts.
Radical.
One more thing I feel like for future use of this, we should have the rules clearly written out in a document that we can easily reference to.
Right.
Because we've made many small alterations,
Hmm.
and this is where I would like a document to refer to.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea, that's fair.
Let me
Okay.
make a point here
So-
regarding
So,
specifically this type of theater and wargaming.
Janitor's trying to say something.
I'm going to stop recording.
I thought you stopped recording already.
Yeah.
Because he wants to know what we were talking about, and he can refer back to it.
Yes. Yes. So,
But yeah.
3, 2, 1.